Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sunbore. Um, this was fantastic. I had a very fun time last night, but so we're going to finish it up here and see if everybody survives the terrible hole in the side of a mountain. Um, Again, I am Apelles. I am a DM. I'm DM Apelles on most everything at Four Story Games and pretty much everything as well. And with me, I have a beautiful group of adventurers, and we're gonna just see if we can all survive and have a good time and have fun and explore this wonderful adventure based on GM's box of duct tape. It has a fantastic array of new prestige classes and subclasses and monsters and just tips on being a good DM and learning how to do that well. Let's go down the line with the author himself, and we'll just reintroduce everybody. Just say your name, character's name, and kind of let me do this: name, character name, and one thing your character at this point is worried about.
Mhm.
Does that sound good? All right. Your name, character's name, and one thing at this point your character is concerned about. And go ahead, actually, give us a refresher of what your character looks like, too, just physically, if I were to look at them walking down the street. Sound good to everyone? I'll
Okay.
start. I'm Apelles. I'm the GM, and I look like everyone. And the thing I'm worried about is the giant collection of blades and teeth in the middle of the room. And we'll go from there over to Forever GM.
Yep. I am the Forever GM. This is my, the classes and stuff featured are from my supplement. Um, I'm playing Velka, the luchador barbarian. He's a Goliath, gigantic dude. Fur pelts, that kind of like leather armor, Conan-esque. Um, let's see. Worried about probably disease, right? Because like we just punched. Well, I punched like kobolds with like these giant boils that were bursting, and probably have some of that bile on me. So I'm like, oh, this is probably gonna get me sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of swollen kobolds in this room. Yeah, you're covered in terrible icky blood. Next up, we'll go to Daron.
All right, I'm Daron. I'm playing Davrin Blackwire. He is a rock gnome, definitely short in stature, scale mail, mace shield, big long beard, big long white beard, big nose, and little ears. He's a little bit aged. Um, I would say he's most worried about the next time he summons his ghost friend because he kind of, well, didn't get him killed because he's already dead, but, got him a little extinguished with the plan we had. So he's a little nervous that his little ghost pal might be a little upset with him.
We will play that out as well. But no one, no one expects a mouth of blades and teeth underneath the table. That's
I would
just
say so, yeah.
yeah, that's a reasonable miscalculation. Kevin.
I am Kevin, co-author of the DM's Box of Duct Tape, which is free, by the way. I'm playing Sir Cousland, who is your traditional fantasy knight, heavy armor, shining metal, big flowing banner with him, with the sigil of his family, a big blue dragon. Right now, he is side-eyeing the blood mages that we have with us because this don't seem right.
No, it don't seem right at all. Blood magic, something that is heavily monitored by the local government after an incident with a very powerful mage who discovered that blood magic can be amplified if you use innocent blood. So our two mages kind of report to the government now. And kind of let them know what they're doing. We'll see how that plays out. Right.
I am Raymond, Panda of Pandemonium. I am playing Zone, Zephyr Emberstone. He is a very, very midnight black tiefling, curled, twisted, purple, blue, pink, spiral, sparky kind of horns. If you all are, I'm aging myself here. If you all remember the character Marshall Bravestar, that's kind of the vibe that he has on. The long trench coat, the scale mail kind of for the armor, long rifle, pistol on his side. Yeah.
And what's Zone worried about right now?
Zone is worried that creature lives in the stairs that we're about to go down, and he doesn't feel he's got enough spell slots to deal enough damage to get belched up.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
How much did you end up using last week?
4?
Okay.
Let me see here.
Now, I will remind you, as a sorcerer, you can convert sorcery points into spell slots, and I believe some sorcerers get, I believe you get some sorcery points back on a short rest, but I'm not sure if you're at the level where that happens. That could be something that I'm just making up.
Yeah, I only use 3, but it does say long rest to regain all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everything will be fine. It's just you're in the temple of the Lord of Worms, is all.
I'm here. It'll be fine.
Yeah, and
I'm
go ahead and explain.
I have 2 people who can use the blood from my body if I die. I'm okay. They'll
So
get
it'd
out
be
of
great.
me.
Once you run out of ammo, you'll become the ammo. It'll
Right.
be awesome.
Yeah. I'm Zack, sometimes known as not quite proficient, and I'm playing Serrick Crowe. He has a felt hat and coat on, heavy, trying to hold himself in, various vials on the inside, chain and feather clinking off the side of his hat. And he is most worried that we are standing on top of a remnant experiment of the worm god. Worm.
Yeah, confirmed one of the most vile things in recorded history.
Which has been uncovered by someone.
Yeah. Someone intelligent enough to cast an illusion spell as well.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we are using GM's box of duct tape. As we mentioned, it is free. You're free to download it. We'll have a link wherever this video is posted. You're free to download it, use it. The adventure is written by myself using the information from that game. And we are in the Sunbore. And we're going to dive on in here. We talked a lot last time about setting up kind of like where everything is. But we have backstory, we have characters, and we are ready to go. Is everyone ready?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's dive back in. The Sunbore. The mile-wide hole carved into the side of Belcar Mountain is home to the town of Manatha and the guild that operates within it. The guild has sent 5 of their finest warriors down into the pit to retrieve one Tamor Sinak, a druid who had gone missing, escorting a green group of adventurers into the second turn of the pit. Now Velka, Davrin Blackwire, Sir Cousland, Zephyr Emberstone, and Serrick Crowe have found their way into a secret passage, barred by illusion magic, that led to a tunnel into the side of the pit itself. After some great scouting by Zephyr, you were able to disarm a needle trap aimed at a collection of glutted sturges that clung to the ceiling. After carrying that trap with you, you found a temple dedicated to the Lord of Worms, sporting a beautiful mural of a massive swollen lump of flesh, feeding beasts, abominations, and humanoids alike from its bulging mass. It ended in a chamber filled with strange kobolds, with bulbous growths on them, and a large worm that the party very quickly dispatched with bravado and skill. The center of the chamber was revealed to be a thresher of blades, but once sated, seemed to give way to a spiral staircase that leads down below. A bit bedraggled by the confrontation, our party now waits to gather strength before beginning the dangerous descent. You all are in this chamber. You all are Doing okay. It wasn't a terrible fight, but it was an unexpected one. You all are... After the fight, you had killed, I believe, everyone except one kobold that you all managed to grab and tie up. You our resident grappler grappling him. Actually, I believe you had a second one that had fallen unconscious as well, near, like over here in the bottom right. You all were keeping under control. So you do have two living kobolds. One of them looked like at least they knew what to do with that lever that was hidden in the writhing, twisting mass of the mural. But you all are in this room, and the combat, at least, seems to have come to a close. What would you all like to do?
So the kobolds, are they both unconscious?
The one to the bottom left is unconscious. The one near the machine seems to still be conscious. You all didn't knock him out yet. You just grappled him good.
Because the one by me is conscious up here? Okay.
I think you had him pinned to the wall.
And you did pop his swollen thing on him, but he is still...
So, once combat's over, kind of grab him by, like, the scruff of the neck, grabbing, like, his tunic or whatever, kind of, like, pick him up, carrying him like a cat to the rest of the group. And I'm like...
reapparate.
I'm like, does anyone speak lizard?
Look to the group.
That's a really good question. Don't look at me. I got nothing.
I'm assuming Draconic?
It would be Draconic. Does anybody speak Draconic?
No. Well,
cool.
I really put a damper on interrogating them.
So I flipped the gun and I just put the muzzle under his chin and just kind of like scritch him under the chin. And I laid the bottom on the ground and I let him rest the kobold's chin kind of like on the gun muzzle. And it's still a little warm from the last couple shots because they were blazing shots. So it's just kind of like got that little hiss going. All right, look, little one, here's the deal. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm pretty sure you know what I am saying. So, you can talk so we understand. Or she can talk and we don't need you anymore.
Give me intimidation.
14.
Cool. Give me insight.
16.
Insight is high enough to know that he very clearly understands the situation that he's in right now, but has no means to communicate and does not understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I don't suppose any of you have any magic to understand, or fewest thoughts or anything such as that.
No.
All right.
Yeah, no.
Question. Would message work if they don't understand the language? Like, would I get what they're saying?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Fortunately, none of us speak his language, which means it would be a terrible waste to use this. And I'll wave around my little vial of truth serum.
Well, I guess if he's no use, it's like, all right.
He seems compliant, but he's not...
Right.
He doesn't know how to fix the situation.
So I'll kick the gun back up and kind of holster it and put it across my shoulder again. I can't believe I'm doing this. If you all tell anybody that I'm doing this, we will fight. And I start trying to do charades with the kobold. If there's like dirt on the ground or anything, like dust, I'll try to, draw a picture, do a pictograph. And
what idea are you trying to get across to him?
2. 1, what's down there, and 2, what's back there. Like he was pulling something. I saw him pulling, so I'm assuming a door of some sort.
Without needing to do that, you know that when he pulled the lever that was in the mural, it started the thresher.
Oh, okay.
That giant whirling set of
So
blades.
it had to do with that.
Yeah, it seems like the thresher was always going, like that's what you heard when you were walking towards this tunnel. But once, and it kind of hid your approach as well. But he pulled the lever and it opened up the thresher. And then his friend fell into the thresher, and then that's what stopped the thresher. It seemed that someone falling into it is the trigger to stop it.
Okay.
So that part you know already. The other part, trying to say what's down there, give me a performance check.
10.
Cool.
What are you trying to say, Zone? Tell me, let me try.
I'm just trying to see if you can tell us what's down there.
And I'll start attempting to act out as well.
Sure. First we're gonna do this. He rolls a 2 on his insight check, and he kind of looks as you point down, and he's kind of like, and he slowly gets on the ground, and just kind of nuzzles his head into the dirt.
No, and I know, and I take him and I point him towards the hole. If there's like a rock or something on the ground, I kind of kick it over, like down there.
He's terrified as you start moving towards that, and he switches immediately to panic.
Can I point? I'm gonna try and communicate, like point to the dead worm and somehow make a motion, like more of them down in the hole.
You can, if you would like to. Let's actually do a joint performance, because I know Crowe wanted to give it a shot too, and I think Crowe has the bard and would have the higher performance.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my double expertise specialty from my class because this seems like the most important shit.
I mean,
let me just to be clear, I'll also cast guidance on you.
There you go.
I have a minimum of plus 14 on this then.
There we go.
Oh, it's like Baldur's Gate 3.
All right. Let's get that 40, boys.
Right.
I rolled a 1.
That's a nat 1.
It's a nat 1. It's 17, but it's a nat 1.
Okay, hold on.
Wait a minute. I think, don't you have like a reliable talent skill in there somewhere?
No.
I do. I was actually going to let him do it.
Actually I do. All my rolls
you
that
do?
are
Okay,
that are below a 7 are treated as an 8.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
So
So I thought
there's like a 20 something.
Okay.
Okay, so 8 plus 13 plus 3. 8 plus 13,
11.
24.
Plus 3, 24. So, I'm going to roll insight for him. He just needs to not nat 1 and then should be okay.
Pretty funny.
Cool. He's not super, he's kind of picking up like, and you're kind of looking at it, you're moving near the worm and pointing to the hole and just kind of like doing the worm, and he's just like, oh! He looks, I'm gonna roll for his performance. Because you got the idea across to him, I'm going to see how good he is at getting his idea back to you. I did not expect this to be the game, but here we are. Oh, a 10. Okay, so it's average. He kind of looks, and he's like, he points to the worm, and points to the hole.
Okay.
And you seem to get like there's at least more of those worms down there.
Give him a thumbs up.
And then he like grabs that sack of flesh that's empty now and shakes it.
So that's where they refill.
People are making things down there. There's the modifications down there, more worms, someone intelligent enough to create an illusion.
Not really like a necromancer, but maybe like somebody that's like
an acolyte.
Doing like organic, like, you know what I mean?
That's what people used to do down here.
Can I also draw a if there's plenty of dust on the ground? What would I need to roll to draw a drow and ask him if he's seen a drow pass through?
Give me just a performance check.
Performance. Oh,
I guess you would have had advantage. I forgot about that. You would have had advantage, Crowe, on your performance roll. But...
All right, performance. That is a 16.
Nice. You draw this picture, and he looks at it. And he points to the drow, and then he looks at you, and then he's like,
Spider.
Food.
Use a spider form. Yeah. And I'll point to the hole. I'll do like rawr and point to the hole.
Huh. This has been pretty helpful, actually.
What?
Yeah.
One more thing. Rawr. And I'll point to the one that's knocked unconscious. Or, like, did he get knocked? Was he knocked unconscious, or did he walk down himself?
That's a bit more complicated. Give me another performance check.
Okay.
I'll cast guidance on you.
15 plus, you said, that's what was a D4?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1, so 16.
He will do this.
All right. So it sounds like he walked down himself. It's not the drag one. I was worrying about the drag path. So I'm telling everybody else.
All right.
Are we killing this guy?
We just let this guy go.
We can't let him go.
I'm good.
He has a rope.
Well, I go like, well, we can't have him following us or setting alarms either. So he's gonna take a nap.
Wait. Make him the canary. You know how miners used to take canaries around. He'll shiver if something's coming.
He might also just yell.
He also, might alert that something that we're coming.
Just tie his mouth up.
Fair enough.
Just muzzle him.
Muzzle him. Yeah,
Well,
muzzle him.
I could summon my ghost friend again and have him possess one of these kobolds and head down. Although they are all missing their little fleshy thing, so I don't know if that would give it away.
Well, no, he said that they go to re-up, so that's where they go.
Yeah, I mean, all that means is that they've taken like damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're missing.
Yeah.
Take a quick vote with me. Are we making him go ahead of us, or are we going down? I'm going to vote for going and letting him just walk free. But everyone else, make your opinion known. We'll go with whatever's most. Everyone's got a decent idea here.
I don't want to take this one with us now.
I think that's very risky.
All right.
You all know how I am about killing.
No, we don't have to kill him.
You know.
Just let him go the other way. Worst case, he gets eaten by the Sturgis.
So I pull just the pistol out, and I just point to him, and I aim like you. Go that way. Or else.
And he will walk. He actually will go to his friend and try to pick him up. Do you let him?
Yeah.
He's going to grab his friend, and both of them are just going to try to walk out. Does anyone stop him?
Hold on 1 second.
No.
I don't want to stop him. I'm going to hand him one of the crossbows that was on the ground.
He's still armed. He has his own crossbow.
Okay.
Y'all didn't take his weapons or anything yet. He
Okay.
he knew better not to use them.
Okay.
All
Then yeah, I'll let him go.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
They walk on out. So
Well-
you all are in this room now.
I guess
And
we're
I
going
think
down.
you all said a short rest.
I-
that you all were going
well-
to attempt.
I can, like I said, possess one of these. Not me personally, but my ghost friend.
Mhm.
Should he possess a kobold or the worm?
Is this a ramp or stairs going down?
Looks like stairs.
Is it wide enough for the cart to have gone up or down it?
No.
Okay.
I would say the worm is more formidable. Also, looking down this thing, it's like, are these stairs actually connected, or are they like, is there like space in between them?
It's like several of the blades were dulled to make a stairway down, and they're just sticking out of the wall.
So we're like hopping from kind of.
Yeah, it clearly looks like a stairway, right? It looks
Gotcha.
like it's a stairway that has been used, but
Mhm.
it looks like it goes down maybe 20 feet and then off into
So-
some corridor down there.
But we know this can like turn into a thresher, so just for safety, I'd like to take out like the rope, put kind of tighten one end in like the dirt up here, right? So we have like an anchor point, and then just have the other tied around my chest or whatever. Right?
Is
so
there
like
anything above the ceiling right above it? Hanging.
There is not.
Is there anything I could
But-
use as a hook?
You see that there looks like there are some hooks of some kind on the ceiling where something could have hung from.
How high up, roughly?
Room's about 20 feet tall.
Okay. I'm going to. How wide is the door again? The tunnel we came from.
Also about 20 feet.
About 20 feet.
Actually, no, it's a bit bigger. Actually, yeah, it's about 60 feet wide. It's a big hole.
Is it an actual double doors or just an opening?
It's just open.
Just open.
Hmm.
Would you all mind if I kind of froze part of this?
Froze it?
Go for it.
Okay, I'll cast Ray of Frost at the door. I just kind of want to bring it up to like waist level at least, across the door jam. If that would be something we can do,
What do you mean, to try to block?
just kind of to impede like a small like a speed bump, like waist high to me, across the 20-foot gap.
Of the way down into the thing?
No, of the way that we came into the room. So like the tunnel.
It's 60 feet wide.
How long would it
That's-
take me
the
to like?
tunnel is 60 feet wide.
Yeah, how long would that take me?
Ray of Frost wouldn't be able to build a wall there.
It wouldn't?
Of any
Okay.
kind, like a barrier, no.
Okay.
You would need some water of that quantity to then freeze, right? But it doesn't generate the water, it just generates the cold.
Okay, never mind. Then I will just say, because I've gotta use this in order to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna cast message to Velka, and I'll be like, "Hey, watch this!" And I'm gonna grab the rope out of his hand, and no one else hears it. He just hears it in his head when I send message. Because I did that, I'm gonna use my gust from the prestige class, and it should allow me to go up, I believe, 20 feet, or is it just 10? Let me see here.
from
You trying to get to
the
the hooks?
It's gonna
Right, so I
to
can
the
fly
hooks
up
and
10 feet.
short-
So I'll jump and then fly up 10 feet. Every time I use a spell, I can use, like, it's like 10 feet fly speed, basically, to go with it.
Give me, because it's right on the edge, give me an athletics check to see how
Okay.
well you do the jump part.
14. So 15, and then I got a -1 on athletics. So 14.
Sure. You can get up there, and I'm assuming you're going like you're taking a rope.
Yep, just taking the edge of the rope to like kind of hook it on there.
Easy enough. You can jump and then flip up enough, and then kind of hook it, and then bring that rope back down. So, and it looks very secure, like it could have held a lot of weight.
Okay.
And you can attach that to the ceiling.
And then, am I rolling D4s for my surges? Just like 1 and 2, or 1 and then 2 and 3 and 4, or 2? Because
I think last week you were doing like a D8.
Oh, D8.
Right?
My bad. Sorry.
But I think it was like getting incrementally like higher and higher, like your threshold.
Yeah, so I'm at a 3 right now, but I rolled a 7.
Okay, and it's not a what's it called? It's not a leveled spell. Message was a cantrip, so I don't think that you would need.
Oh, it has to be a level spell. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you use spell slot. Okay, never mind.
Yep, you're good. But you are able to make that like connection and bring the rope down. And it looks like it is holding you taut, and you'll be able to hang on here.
We're just gonna like rappel down the rope then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it's there. If we wanted, we could walk down the blades. But yeah,
when the stairs inevitably turn into a slide.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we go down this thing, right? Whenever they activated this, they played rock, paper, scissors to see which one stood on top as a sacrifice. Why do you think that is?
It's because they were going to die.
You don't think both of them should have jumped off and hit the lever, or this thing's going to know something living's going down it?
I think it might know, but more importantly, I think they were just not wanting to die.
Fair enough.
You think too hard about the simple mind of a kobold.
No, I'm kind of with Cousland on that one. I think the blood was a cost to stop it.
I'm gonna tap in while we're up here. All right. I'll
ting ting.
I'll lead over my
And how
focus.
Oh, go ahead.
So,
how
is everyone
exactly,
taking a short rest?
if you guys need it, I mean we can.
If y'all want to, yeah, we can. I don't need one technically, but up to y'all.
Let's do it. Let me
Do it.
recover.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
Let me
sure.
recover a little bit of what I just spent.
Yeah, I'm going to take
It
me a little
should
nap in the
also
wagon.
It should also give enough time to resummon
The
ghost.
familiar.
5.
Oh, nice.
Really high on my tapping. Ouch.
So so like you're tapping into like regain the spell slot, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And so so how are you doing that? How are you inflicting damage to yourself, right?
I have my same way I did. Nobody got to see it before, of course, because I was invisible.
You're invisible.
True.
But I have my iron kind of walking stick, bulb on the top, pointed edge on the bottom, stab with the pointed edge into the palm, and then hold by the top and let blood drip down the sides while chanting little words.
And Zone just kind of like gets a shiver up his spine. Every time I see it, I swear.
Let's see. So you're now, if I remember right, when you tap in to do that, you're basically like not only are you taking damage, but you're expending those hit dice.
Yeah, that's why I could only roll 3 hit dice for the rest.
Right. But I believe you also get. So you have second wind.
Mm-hmm.
And you also gain the Song of Rest ability from the Bard class, but it only affects yourself, right? So
Indeed. Thank you for reminding me. Oh,
yes.
Rider.
I mean, because of course you're, the wizard or sorcerer or whatever, and you're hurting yourself to do magic, so you need to wait to regenerate it.
And everyone, because of my class, actually everyone gets Song of Rest.
Oh, nice.
Which
Which is 6 hit points.
Is that Bard?
Use
right?
heal 6, for Bard.
Do you remember if the banner refreshes on long rest or short rest?
So was it destroyed?
In either case.
No.
Then I think you should be able to just use it again.
Okay. I will delete my banner then.
I'm going to go down quietly when we're all ready. Let me know when you're ready. Anyone who feels quiet enough, come a little bit ahead with me.
By all means, blood mages first.
Before we do that,
I
Blackwire, you
will
are,
summon my
yeah.
ghost, and I'm going to have direct him to possess the worm.
Which you can do after the thing's dead. Yes or no?
If you have that level ability, which I believe it's 6 or 7.
6. Mm-hmm.
6. Yeah. So you can possess enemy corpses, but they are they're pretty nerfed, right? Like their max health is like half. They have like -2 AC, reduced speed, I think. So it's like you can't possess
It becomes a zombie.
Yeah, but you can't possess like a dragon and use its breath weapon, right? They basically become like big meat tanks, more or less, right?
I mean, a meat tank's a meat tank.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be offensive to barbarians. You kind of are a meat tank yourself. But you resummon this dwarven apparition that kind of stands there, looks at you, does this. Like,
my friend, I did not know. I apologize. I will not be so careless with your afterlife in the future.
He kind of like gives you that dwarven look through all that fur, and then walks over to the worm and just. And you see the worm kind of, the corpse just.
You're ugly these days, Jim.
It doesn't like come to life. It just kind of slowly drags itself across the ground. Everyone give me a perception check. I think we're good with this room before we head down, but I wanted to see...
14.
15.
There is the cupboard in the top left. I don't think anybody looked in.
Oh, I thought that was a weapon
wagon
rack.
as well. No, it looks like it's a cabinet. There's a cabinet in the top left, and then you all did not investigate the wagon either, but that's up to you. I just wanted to remind you they are in the room.
Throw caution to the wind and just open the cabinet.
Yep.
Cool. You open it up. Inside the cabinet, I need you to give me a death saving. No, I'm just kidding.
Leave it with kobolds.
What you do see are a couple of where are we at? A couple of items are in here. You can see on the table, like on one of the top dressers, it looks like there is a syringe that seems to be full of some liquid. The syringe is golden. You can also see there is a ring that rests in this place as well, and a scroll.
Syringe, ring, scroll, who wants what?
Let's see if... Oh boy.
I mean, by looking at any way for us to kind of know without, like, identify?
You can do an Arcana check, but you would have to pick them up.
Yes.
Sure. I rolled a 2, so yeah, I'll do it. I'll pick them up. It just makes sense. Here's a... I don't know. This ring's a bit dainty for you, big guy. Let me see what this is here.
Yeah.
You said Arcana?
Before the Arcana, can you give me a con save?
Sure.
Because everyone's just throwing caution to the wind.
I don't know if you really want to be picking up the ancient artifacts of the
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's ancient. It's ancient. They're not wanted anymore. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
That's
well,
a 13.
that thing's supposed to be ancient too, pointed Jim the worm.
Yeah.
13.
You pick it up, and you cough a little bit. And you notice there's like this yellowish residue on all the objects in here. But you have it in your hand now.
What yellowish residue? I guess like being like a dungeon delver explorer experience. It's like, is that like yellow mold?
I mean, give me a nature check.
Nature.
You recognize it.
Yeah, we are all kind of experienced with this. So would we? Yeah, would we have known?
Yeah,
Is this
but
something we
everyone
would
said,
have known?
let's throw caution to the wind and just start grabbing stuff in an ancient tomb. I mean, I clearly wanted you all to investigate.
Of
things,
course you
but,
did.
You know.
So you said it's okay. Can I make one? Mega nature?
Yeah, you can make a nature check
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
While
12.
you're looking over there,
It's a 12.
It looks like
Hey,
a
look,
pollen
chalk
of
dust.
some
I should have
kind,
used this.
Right? Looks like a pollen of some kind.
Like powder?
Like a powder.
yellow
Hmm.
pollen-like
In-
powder.
Interestingly, you would know, even with the 12, it doesn't look like it grew here. It looks like it was placed here.
Hmm. Okay.
Um,
Is the syringe full of anything?
It looks like it is full of some reddish liquid. But as you're looking at it, this powder seems to be covering a lot of the things in this space. And you
Is this
think
the
grabbing
only
one of
place?
them would...
like, is
Did
it
you
only
see
in the
powder?
cabinet or in the
So
room?
far, you've not seen it in the room.
emergency refill.
Okay.
Perhaps you can, this powder that you have on all these items, perhaps you can cast Gust while we stand back, blow it all away.
I'm going to the other side of the room.
Yes, there's something over there I wish to look at right now.
Yes,
I got another
alright,
idea.
Come with me.
Guys, I got another idea. Wait, no, don't go.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah,
fine.
oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
What a wonderful wagon.
So I do have another dumb idea because
Sure.
I love fire.
Velka, what did you say you got on your nature check?
4.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's why. Okay.
So
Yeah,
did they just
alright.
like? So wait, did he just like leave the items there? Or does he like still have them?
I'm still
Well,
standing
he had-
there with the item.
You grabbed the ring, I want to say,
Mhm.
but I don't think you grabbed anything else, right?
I just kind of reached in. You said a ring. I probably grabbed the ring and the scroll first, so I got one in each hand.
Sure. The
And we,
syringe
like-
then is still in front.
It's still in there, yeah.
Hmm.
Then I kind of like pluck the scroll out and just kind of like open it and see if like
You take
can I
the
see-
scroll from him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just like
that's fine.
tug at it and see like what.
Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw.
to open the scroll.
Yeah, they're all covered in the
21.
powder. As it gets like it puffs up a little bit, you kind of like hold your, because you're expecting it a little bit. You hold your breath and you kind of hold it away from you. You kind of wipe it off a little bit towards zone, and then you.
Do I need to
Open
make
it
another
up.
roll?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't. Unfortunately, you. You look at the scroll. It looks like arcane scripting of some kind, written in a mix of Draconic and Sylvan.
Okay.
So I don't speak either of those languages, but I do have like anti-mage training. Is there
Yeah.
anything about this that I would be able to like discern? Like, can
I
I,
think if
tell like
you-
school even like
Give me
abjuration
an
or
Arcana check. I think you'd be able to tell a lot about it.
Give you
negative
guidance.
1. Let's go.
Oh,
8.
no, that's not gonna help.
I will give you advantage due to your background, due to your prestige class. I feel like that's something you would learn.
Okay, so 18.
18. As you are looking at it, you recognize a couple of things that probably stand out a lot. First is, looks like necromancy.
Okay.
Okay. Looks as though this spell in particular is, where are we at? It looks like it is a spell scroll that allows for the casting of a certain spell.
But it's like a necromancy spell.
Yes. The spell in particular is a spell called Blood Boil.
Okay. Hmm.
However, the spell looks very clearly to be missing a material component.
Okay.
With an 18, you recognize this is a higher level spell. It does 8d8 acid damage, but the radius is 100 feet.
Wow.
Yes.
So
From a
it
single
is-
point?
It is from a point. So a radius out. So 200 feet in diameter. It's something that could, if set off like in a town square or something, could kill everyone. But it does look like it is missing an important component in order to be able to cast the spell.
So I know that we have two kind of blood mages in this. If I'm able to tell that much from looking at the scroll, obviously it's dangerous, and I kind of like eye them warily. I'm like, I don't know if they can be trusted with it. So I kind of like roll it back up, and I kind of think it over as I kind of like walk over to, if they're examining the wagon. I would say, hey, I found a scroll that I believe is like from your school. I'm not sure if you'd even be able to make use of it, though. I'm kind of like, I'll hold it out, though, if they want to examine it.
You recognize it, Mr. Blackwire?
It's more advanced than anything I can do.
Can they tell what the missing ingredient is, at least?
Give me Arcana check. Whoever would like to, you can roll with advantage.
You got more than a +2?
What am I rolling?
It is not higher than you all's ability. It is a 4th level spell.
Okay.
It just requires a component in order to operate, right?
You should do it.
17. There we go.
As you're looking through this, you notice two things. The first is definitely this is no, actually let me look really quick. Yep, there it is. You notice two things. The first is that the component for this spell is known as a blood garnet.
Gotcha.
It is a magical reagent generated by innocent blood. It is the exact school of magic that both of you have been warned against touching. You also notice a name. Elmira Reputara.
Her. She was working with... Surely she's not here. No.
Well, this this little kobold setup, it reeks of cultist activity. The little kobolds are the underlings, and there's always some mastermind behind the scenes. We've already seen plenty of necromancy, and now we've got some evidence of blood magic.
I thought she was locked away.
Well, if you have a very... Throughout my travels, I've met magic users that are quite adept at faking where they actually are, illusions and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if such a thing was pulled on the guard.
Mr. Blackwire, would you do me a favor and hold on to this for me?
Of course.
It might be useful later, but just don't let anyone know you have it.
Okay, so we have
I don't want to actually use it.
No one picked up the vial yet, or the syringe yet, did they?
Well, when you grabbed that from me, I reached back in and probably grabbed the vial. So.
Okay. So we have...
Sure. It's also covered in yellowish powder. You pick it up, dust it off. You don't feel any different.
Of course not.
At this point.
So again, did you say it was filled or not right now?
It looks like it is full of a red liquid.
You just inject yourself. Just see what happens.
Well,
someone can roll Arcana or Identify on it if they would like.
I was gonna roll an Arcana just to kind of see if I could discern between the two. Ooh, 20, dirty, but 20.
Nice. You can confirm that it is a supreme healing potion inside.
Sweet.
It heals 8d4 plus 8.
That's
And what
That's a
about
good
the
one.
ring?
I think also with the 20, you would recognize that this is a refilling syringe.
Oh,
So it doesn't refill right away, but it looks like every dawn, whatever the last liquid that was inside of it refills the syringe.
Whoever's down here, they're well equipped.
I kind of like let everybody know what I found, and then I'm like, since I'm the most squishy, y'all mind if I hold on to this?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, Velka just kind of shrugs. He's like, I don't plan on getting hurt.
I
I
mean,
don't plan on getting hurt.
You
If I fall
are the
over,
tank
you'll-
of tanks, my man.
you
You
know.
are the tank of tanks.
Having not been communicated what's inside, I'll just say, make sure you use it at the correct time. Not in the middle of a fight.
Yes, sir. I'll do like a fake salute, like, night salute to him. Always respectful, but this is just us.
all right. Hey, Sir
Okay.
Cousland, I'm sure you've got the cart.
Yeah, I'll look in the
Give me
cart. Is there
another-
anything there?
Give me an investigation check on the chart on the cart, and also just give me another Arcana check for that ring that you picked up. as
Sure.
well.
18 plus 1, 19.
Nice. This is a blood drop ring. When you are bloodied, when you are below 50% of your maximum health, your weapon deals an extra weapon die of damage on each melee hit.
So I kind of, I can like look over to Cousland. It's like, you want to rock paper scissors for it?
Yeah, I was like, I definitely was like, hey, Cousland, catch. I'll throw it to him because you're all in the same area.
Sure. We'll catch it. Paper boulder shears, you say? No, you can have this.
Does it have
Cousland,
to be a
do you-
weapon?
Do you catch it, Cousland?
I will certainly try.
Sure, give me a deck save.
It just goes down the hole.
That's a natural 1.
Like, did it at least get to him? They're all the way by the cart. Like, can I at least roll to make sure it got there?
Well, I mean, it could get there, and then he like goes to grab it and smacks it into the hole.
Oh, wow.
True.
He's weighing his options right now.
He really is.
I mean, a nat 1's a nat 1.
I think he
So,
should lose a magic.
I got a
item for that.
10 while investigating, and then a nat 1 when I try to catch a ring that I didn't know was coming.
Yeah, it falls in a hole.
I'm a gunner. I watch things very closely. I see what he did. Is there any possibility of me trying to die? I don't care if I fall down the hole. Is there any possibility of me getting there?
We're going down there anyways. I see that look in your eyes.
As like metagame knowledge, because I know how the classes work. There's one thing that if I was in your shoes, I would like argue to try to lawyer for, and there is a tracker shot is one of your options.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And it's like you can shoot around corners and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So if I was you, I would say, well, can I shoot it so that it goes down and then turns around and like tries to shoot the ring back up?
Wow.
But
you know what?
that's,
I did not even think that. I'm just thinking like people around the
Now,
corner.
hold on. No,
I'm
okay.
just
Pop the
pulling,
brakes.
but yeah.
Firing a gun to
Yes. Save the ring.
basically have a bullet wear a ring and pull it out of a hole.
Yes.
That wasn't even what I was saying. I was just saying just hit it so that it would like come up and then you could like jump across and grab it or something like that, right? Like that's what I was thinking, but it's a stretch.
Yeah, it's pitch black in that hole.
Yeah.
It'll be a shot at disadvantage, and I'd give it a like 25 AC.
Okay, so from the distance I had to throw it to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He smacks it. Is there anything I can do? Because and the only reason I'm asking is because I've got that storm trait in my bloodline.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I can do? I can control weather. I can, you know what I mean? I can do gust cantrips. Can I
Just
shoot
let
a
it
ray
go.
of frost at it to
Hey,
like?
look, all that power in the ring is still going.
It's still going. All right.
You are still subject to a natural one.
Fair, I know.
And,
It's okay.
and it was
We'll
just
find
by
it.
bad luck.
Yeah, it's okay.
It could. Well, we'll see if it was bad luck, but you knock it away.
Okay.
Well, we'll find it in the hole. I'm sure.
Yeah,
We're going down there anyways.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I know.
I'm
but
going down there.
It's a gullet, and you know stuff. Okay, whatever. Yes, fine.
Again.
Yeah, be totally fine. Looking at the
If
cart,
only
looks
it
like
was
the cart
down there.
looks like it has been used. You're looking at the tracks. Looks like someone was walking next to the cart, as well as something was in this cart as well. You can see trails of very clearly blood from wounds on the inside of the cart that is fresh.
Is the cart also covered in the same layer of like pollen?
No.
Okay. Nothing in the cart, fellas. We're good to move on.
Just
Real quick, you said there was blood, like dried blood in the cart, or is it
It's wet.
still fresh? It's dry?
I killed
It's
some
wet.
people in front of it.
It's fresh.
Oh, makes sense. Okay.
Oh, it looks like we're heading down into the worm mouth.
Tally ho.
Let's go.
If O'Neill is down there, all I want to say is maybe we should try and talk her through it. Maybe get her to monologue and, you know. She's kind of the one who pioneered a lot of the research that made what we're doing not so well viewed.
We have an inti-mage. Just have him stand next to her.
Great idea. Come next to me, Velka.
She was the one who got y'all
Yeah.
all in trouble?
She's the one who pioneered the missing component for that, a blood garnet. A component built from innocent blood. She did that.
This heifer. Okay, that does it. Let's go. And I just start like trouncing towards the edge of the thing and wait for. I don't go down. I wait for him though.
I'm starting to go down.
I'm following him then. If he's going down, I'm following.
What's the marching order as you march into the belly of the beast? What's up? What you
Do
gonna
you
do?
want me to be front, Cousland last, like last time?
Yeah, I'll, can you see though?
I don't think Goliaths have dark vision, so I'd have to have like a torch out.
We'll swap places then, because I can see.
Okay.
Well, I can go because I've got dark vision if you want, so I can go first.
Are you chunky enough to take a blow?
Are you chunky enough to take 5 blood?
I'm not, but I can at least shoot their face in because I don't get disadvantage on close range. So,
I believe in you.
You sound motivated. I'll follow behind you.
all right. And I pull out the rifle and go down.
Cousland. Then I think it's Crowe, Blackwire, Velka.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure. And then
I'm in back.
I'll keep my worm behind me.
Don't like that.
Zone.
Jim, you've gotten weirder.
Velka.
How did we kill this worm? Isn't it like full of holes or something?
Yeah, spikes, the spike
Yeah.
guns that I pulled, yeah.
Very effective.
I think it was my radiant damage that killed it.
And that too afterwards, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Yeah.
worm that's like pinned, cushioned, and like
Mhm.
burnt.
Looks very scary.
Well,
So kind of
Okay.
like this. We have.
Oh, boy.
Put everyone
Marching
in order.
Mm-hmm.
from right
Is
to
that
left, it looks
right?
like.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Okay. All right. Well. You all. Let's see. All right, guys. Let's see how this goes. Do-do-do-do. There we go. Okay. As you begin to descend, you can see there is. Is he recording the right one? You better be recording the right one. Hold on.
Keep an eye out for that ring.
Man, I'm keeping an eye out to see if that ring glints off of anything as we're going.
Are you all using any light? I guess is the first question.
I figured the light was at the back.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see without it, and I don't think doing gnome radar is going to work again since we're walking upstairs.
You need a light.
Yeah.
All right. I'll summon some light on my
Light cantrip.
little staff. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. I can also have a torch. Yep.
Sure. Okay.
And we have light.
And you all have light, and you begin to
There
descend.
be light.
And hopefully, yep, there we go. Okay. As you begin to move down, the first thing you notice before anything else is the smell. It doesn't just smell like rot. It smells like. It smells like. Have you ever been near like a butcher shop?
Okay.
Right? Where it doesn't smell like it's old blood.
Mm-hmm.
Stagnant
It smells
iron.
very fresh,
Mhm.
right? That smell of like iron, and
Okay.
it also smells. It smells like iron, but it also kind of smells like what's it called? Peat. Peat is the best word.
Okay.
Like old earth that has been mixed in with it and is in the air, like being near an excavation site of some kind. And as you are stepping down these kind of metal blades that shoot out of the walls, everyone give me a perception check.
17.
16.
Got a 10.
That's a 6.
17,
4.
16, 4. So we got 2 over 15, correct?
Us in the back.
Okay. Then, as you all are descending, you two notice that along the walls you can see there are in grooves, it shows that there are some mechanical workings here. It doesn't look like it just threshes, right? You can see as you're going down there are holes. They look like they're roughly a foot wide, and you can see that there's clearly a bottom on this that also opened up to let you all go down deeper, as though maybe about 5 or 10 feet it makes itself shallow, and most of the blades are in that 5 to 10 feet area, and the holes are there too. You also see one side of it looks like it has like some membrane, and it looks as though it pushes whatever's in that container into those holes, and then comes back, and then pushes what's in those containers into those holes and comes back.
So like an organ, like a stomach or something, where it's like biological and it's like moving fluid through like muscular contraction. Like,
You get the feeling that you don't see below the foot mark any remnants of the cobalt that got thrown into here. But you
So they
can
die
see
in that
blood.
top section and get pushed off.
You see blood in those holes.
Okay.
All right.
After that, it's fine. You all just start descending down, and everything feels great. Go down to this hole. There's no blood down here. Everything looks clean. But it does go down about 20 to 30 feet. And it gets to a bottom. Let's do this now.
Where's that ring?
Look, I rolled a 4. I can see nothing.
You can give me and everyone give me an investigation check to try to find the ring.
Sweet.
I'm rolling well for now.
That's a big old 20.
Nice.
Even better than me.
There you go. I had 11.
Got
So
a nat
Cousland-
20.
Oh, nat 20 and a dirty
Nat
20.
20.
Nice.
Nat 20 beats dirty 20. You find the ring. It's just in the ground. It's like it just landed down here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll point it out, and you all can fight over who wears the ring.
Oh, that goes to the big boys, and I'll tell them what it does. So, does it have to be a weapon attack or just any attack, any like arm, like physical attack?
It looks like it is a weapon die, so it would have
Okay.
to be a weapon, not a spell effect.
Okay. So probably Sir Cousland.
Right. That was with a collection of blood mage things. It's all yours.
Then Velka.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Can I tuck it in the corner, like walk behind him and tuck it in the corner of his armor?
Cousland?
Yeah, Cousland's.
Oh.
I mean, unless you were gonna take it, I'll give it to you. But if not, he said he was blood magic, so I just want to take it and tuck it on him.
Well, if he's letting me have it, I think I'll be
Okay.
like, I would take it and say like, the origin of this ring may be dark, but I am trained in fighting the spellcasters. If it becomes a problem, I can dispatch it.
Cool.
Again, it's just Elnira and a couple other acolytes that are a problem. Really a shame. We'll be quiet now.
So I'll take the ring and I'll kind of put it on.
Cool.
Sure. Give me just an Arcana check really quick.
Me?
Yep.
An Arcana. Okay. 8. Again.
Cool. I'm going to say that you immediately attune to the ring.
Okay.
As you do so, it is pretty cursed.
You have that look on your face like I was right.
Okay, am I getting like possessed immediately or what?
No, you put it on, and it looks as though like it. You feel it has already tapped into the blood in your arm.
Okay.
It hasn't pierced your skin, but you can feel the blood in your body moving slower.
Slower?
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, despite my arguments, this place is directly connected to the one person I said was bad.
I accept your apology.
Don't worry about it. Nobody's gonna do anything to mess you guys up anymore. I promise. We got this. Plus, they got Talmor, and yeah, we know we got to get him back.
Yeah.
As you hit the bottom of the stairs, does everyone see what you can see from there?
Yeah, it just looks like a big room.
Yes.
Yep, at the moment it looks like just a room, looks like it continues to go in further. On the right here, and let me get my pointer out. To the right here, and to the left over here, you can see these walls don't look like walls, they look like doors.
I have a feature that my weapon glows if there's a monstrosity within 300 feet of us. Is my weapon glowing?
Yeah.
I'll lift it up and be like, it's probably some more worms ahead, boys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
At this point, everyone give me a perception check before you all step further in.
Lovely. I'd stay stealth up, but we're carrying torches. I don't think it'll do much good.
17.
I can move real quiet.
5.
7.
2. Natural 1.
9.
Great, guys. Y'all are doing fantastic.
It's a very nice sword.
It really is.
Who got the 17?
Yeah, because my cane does
Zone.
that way. Oh, sorry.
Zone, as you step in here, you kind of, like, they're moving through. You notice a couple of things. First, on the left and right, you can hear movement behind those doors. Sounds similar to the sloshing that is behind you, being drugged by some necromancy. You can also hear there is chattering of a couple more kobolds further ahead.
Okay.
And very distinctly chanting. It sounds to be in Sylvan.
Okay. Which I can't understand what they're saying, so it doesn't help me much.
Does anyone speak Elvish?
I speak Elvish.
If you would like,
also
you can give me a history check if you speak Elvish.
History
Try
check.
to translate, because it's like trying to figure out what someone's saying in Latin because you're
18.
Sure. Unlikely I'll beat that. Certainly not.
So Cousland, you are, like, as he points out the sound to you, and you all kind of quiet and listen, you hear again and again, you have done nothing wrong, and that is for the best.
I will convey that to the group. Like, they keep chanting, you have done nothing wrong, and that's for the best.
Blood, innocent blood. We need to move quickly before they finish that.
Yes,
Powerful
I agree.
magics.
Let's go.
Is this an echoing? You said it's coming from front of us, but is this like an echoing, or is this something that could be within the next 120 feet? As far as the sound, you know what I mean, that we're hearing?
Maybe farther than 120, but it does look like it is close.
Okay.
That's good thinking, Serrick. I was wondering why the cultists were sounding more like a support group.
It's innocent blood. They're probably making a blood garnet right now. Probably.
All right, that makes much more sense.
I'm just going ahead.
Oh.
Yes, I'm going.
Mr. Crowe is correct.
Okay. As you begin to move into the space, I'm going to
Can we stealth?
reveal a little bit more. I think you all decided against stealth because you're holding torches and you want to move as fast as you can. As you get about right here, you can hear like a gurgling, and you look over to your left and you can see there's two more of those kobolds, and they seem to be like trying to calm something down. They're yelling, and you can hear from the other side of the wall. And it sounds like there's like clashing. Some sort of fight is happening over there. They see the light as you all approach, and they panic, and they go, "Cop, cop, cop!" And we're gonna roll initiative.
So
what we're gonna do.
I got two questions. One, does that sound like where what we heard was coming from, the chanting, or would it have been farther down?
Looks like the chanting sounds like it came from farther down.
Farther down. And did the chanting stop with the ka ka ka?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 5.
It's a big old 8.
Got 11.
Okay.
I'm ready to move today.
Cousland is 8. Velka is 12. Crowe is 19. Zone, what'd you get, you said?
5.
5. That's not really high.
No. I don't know.
Um,
Especially not for the person in front.
and Blackwire, you said you got
11.
11. I'm going to refresh our initiatives. Does that look right, everyone?
Yep.
Looks
Doesn't
like
look like there's too many of you all.
No, that's it.
that's right. That's right.
5.
It's 5.
I'm assuming the zombie worm goes on his turn.
Yes, we will just use. I usually have all familiars or other things. They go at the turn.
Just easier that way.
Yeah, it usually works out better. Speaking of which, I probably should add a zombie kind of thing to y'all's initiative. Let me just
Zombie worm.
Zombie worm.
Zombie worm.
Zerm.
Zerm. Nice. Is that his name? Zerm.
Zerm the zombie worm.
Hey.
There we go.
Sounds like a DJ.
Hey, zombie worm.
Hey, it's Zerm, you're a zombie worm.
Hi, it's Zerm. Here's Zerm coming at you live from. There we go.
Got Zone in front with the Zerm.
Right.
So he's over there. I'm going to roll for the problems.
The problems, TM.
Problem. Plural.
Don't worry, guys. The worst thing that could happen is, it's really bad. The worst thing that could happen.
Right.
It's
The worst
actually
can happen
really
is a
bad.
lot.
Sounds like the worst thing that could happen is we're turned into a horrible monstrosity.
By the monstrosity that we just crawled down.
Yes.
Try not to think about that too much.
Worms.
Indeed.
Oh, man. Y'all need to roll better at initiative.
Us or your people?
No, you
Oh,
all.
wow.
You all.
I rolled very well.
You want to let
This
the enemies
time.
go first so they're in position.
Clearly.
Right. That makes it easier. You all have not moved far enough down. Let me see. Who has dark vision?
Zone.
I do.
Zone and Cousland do.
I think, yeah, Blackwire.
I'm going to do this really quick because I want to see how far you see out.
Yeah, I really only see the enemies myself.
Okay. I'm going to reveal a little bit more based on just you guys' sight range. A very important thing that you also see.
Oh boy.
There's a couple more kobolds off to the right, but standing off to the left, you see there is a drow.
Does he look like our Drow?
He does.
It's our Drow. I point to the darkness that no one else can see.
Right, me and you are the only two that
It's
see
our
it.
Drow!
And Blackwire.
And as a Drow, you are confident he can see you.
Mm-hmm.
He is standing there. He has no bindings on his hands or feet.
Ooh.
Snap.
I've come to rescue you.
Velka, you up first.
No.
No? Am I tripping?
Serrick.
Oh, your Velka
Crowe.
is... that's the old Velka.
Oh, that would be why it looked like there was too many of us then.
That's why I was like, what's going
Oh,
on?
that
That's
makes
the old
sense.
Velka. All right. Serrick.
Yeah, I don't know what... Apparently our guy's further back, so I'm going to step up. Run a little bit past Cousland here towards the things I can see that are already kind of scared. Flood the area with light, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Light goes out quite a bit, doesn't it?
that's just 40 feet.
Okay. 40
So I can now see
so
these guys.
Not super far, but yeah.
And I'll turn towards the ones on my left here, including the worm, most especially.
Hmm.
And I'll twist the still bloodied kind of iron cane thing around and chant a couple words and cast fear in this direction.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
I'll give you something
Good
scarier.
bard spell.
Is fear like an AoE? I thought it was a.
It is an AoE, it's a cone.
Fear's
Okay.
AoE.
No one uses AoE or fear, so
No,
you never see it.
but I do.
Really good spell.
Because it's also like the turn. It's like the turn condition, isn't it? It's not regular fright.
They have to use everything to run. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
That
see.
that spell's bad for my games. Like
Every spell I use at third
Like
level is
slap.
banned from your game's logs.
He's not wrong.
You guys keep finding new stuff, and I just have to keep banning it.
Hey, Pel, real
I'm
quick.
gonna make a couple of saves. Yep. What's up?
Should I be, because I was in front, should I be farther in?
If you remove it.
Cousland
I
took
think
off
they
running when we
started
heard the
walking
chanting.
first.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That's right.
So you weren't able to get farther, unfortunately.
Okay. No, that's
I
fine.
am gonna roll a wisdom save for our wormy boy.
Ooh.
What you got, wormy boy?
3 guys over here. All cast
13?
dimension.
That's a
That'll
fail.
fail.
I'm gonna roll for our kobolds.
You're not ugly, but we have scary things on the surface too.
Fear also lets you, like, it makes the object
They
of their
use-
greatest fear in their mind, right?
Yeah.
It is a very large worm that they are afraid of.
That makes sense. The large worm, I imagine.
Kobold's gonna roll. Fails. Second kobold's gonna roll. 14?
Not quite. I think it's a 15. Very good.
Wait, why did it roll twice? Oh, one of them got a 15. It was 15 first,
Oh.
and then 14.
That'll
They got
succeed.
4 and then 15. So one of them succeeds. The other thing is the second worm in that compartment also is going to roll to save.
I can't see it, but the magic afflicts it. Yeah, fair enough. Everything in a...
And
In a
that
30
one
foot-
and that one
Yeah.
doesn't fail the save. But you got 3 of them, which is a good AoE. They all look terrified, and they can't move any closer to you. They must, while frightened by the spell, they must use their dash action to move away from you by the safest available route. So
And then I'll
they
take
can't
a
even
step
do
back
whatever
towards
they were
Cousland.
planning on doing.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I don't want any of them to do whatever they're planning.
I don't want what they wanted to do to happen.
Right.
It sounds terrible for me.
Oh, that's
So
me.
Cousland.
Going in.
I will actually. You've got this, Sir Cousland. Have an inspiration.
Hear them all, you say?
Yeah, if you could.
Which one of these two isn't afraid?
Northmost one.
That's the one we're poking.
Okay.
That'll be 6 points of damage.
He's still up. You actually missed his blood sac, actually.
Let me fix that. And that'll be the second greatsword attack. A 19 for 14 points of damage.
Yeah. He's still up because his blood sac pops that time.
Yep. But that will be my turn.
But that's your turn. You are right in the fray. This one looks terrified. Let me see here. I think then... Oh, I skipped him, actually. You have 14. The drow will step here. And...
Yes, come with us. We're here to save you.
Yes!
Very more.
He is quiet and moves with a very practiced precision. He is actually going to do... Let's see. What's actually going to be best right now? I need... Where are you at? Crowe and Sir Cousland to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Wisdom, you say. Ooh.
That's a big old 9.
Roll with advantage, both of you.
7.
That would be 15.
He's at 6. 7.
7. With a 15, you are able to shake it off because you are in combat mode. But with a 7, you are charmed as he casts Charm Person.
Can I do counter
Try
spell?
more. Think.
Do you
Well,
do you
was
have
it a
a
spell, though?
counter spell?
I have counter spell.
You're not in
Right.
range.
Yeah.
I'm not? Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, and you would have to decide if you're going to counterspell before they roll.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, to see
Okay,
if they succeeded or failed. That might be important with Tamor on the battlefield. So I'm just going to say that out loud.
No.
But knowing his spell took hold on one of you, he doubles in size and turns into a giant spider.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Good. He will help us fight the goblin.
Oh,
Good thinking, Tabor.
That confirms that it's you, Tremor.
Is this something that he does normally? Like, we've worked with this man before.
Yeah, he's a good friend of yours.
Does he get taken over mentally a lot? Like, is that his weakness?
This is a common
You
occurrence.
want to give me an insight check?
Well, no, like just from our history with with being in the mines with him.
No, you'd have to make an insight check.
Okay, I'll wait for my turn. Do I have to wait for my turn for that?
Yeah, no, you can make it. Go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, I don't know nothing. 3.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's a 6. It's a 6 total, but still.
Cool, tight. No, it's terrible. It's really bad.
Yeah.
You know that he only turns into a giant spider when he's ready to kill something.
I figured.
Which brings us to Velka.
Yes. Okay. I because of my limited view, I don't think I can even, like, I could, like, probably barely make him out, right? So I'm going to assume that I didn't really notice that he got charmed, right? And he hasn't made any, like, outright hostile actions to us yet.
Mhm.
So I'm still thinking, like, this is like a rescue mission. You know, we were lucky enough to get in right as he broke his own restraints, so now we can exfiltrate him, you know? That's
Sure.
what happened.
Clearly.
So, you know, I come, like, trotting in with my, 40 movement speed, so I'm gonna have to dash anyway. So I get here, you know, I can start to see him. You know, I see, like, the giant spider or whatever, and I'm like, that's the man we're here for. So I guess I'm gonna use my action to dash up to him, and kind of like, almost like slide in, because I can see the other kobolds. So it's more like I'm protecting him, right? Like that's what I'm, like, going for.
Sure.
And I'm gonna bonus action rage.
Mhm.
And I'll be like, come, friend, we've come to get you out of here. And I'm, like, facing, like, the kobolds, right?
Sure. A really important thing happens when you do that. You see, where are you at? The rest of the room.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
You see with your special eyes.
What do your Goliath eyes see? A lot. What you see in front of you is an altar. To the right of it are two adventurers, young, green, that you recognize had left only recently. They're still alive, but they are bound. To the side of this, like, on the ground here, bound and gagged. On the altar, there seems to be the third of the party of four, including Tamor. This one seems to be stretched out and is already bleeding from several very precise wounds in different places. The second to last thing you see is that there is no wall here at the end. Instead, this wall seems to not be present, and there looks like a massive 30-foot wide tunnel, as though something would tunnel up to this point and stop.
Okay.
And in front of the altar, I need you to give me a history check.
Oh, I'm sure this will be good. I'm proficient in history, so I have a +2 to it.
So,
That's an 8.
Is what?
An 8.
An 8. This is a woman there. She looks familiar.
No.
So hold on. So
roll with advantage, actually, because of a very specific thing about your character. What's
13.
the advantage one for you? 13? Yeah, you recognize that. Because they were in a lot of newspapers, and you were trained to be ready for people like this.
We were just talking about them.
That's Elmira Kutara.
The top one or the bottom one?
The bottom one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's her. And she's standing there and has turned to look at all of you as you have entered.
And the top one you said is the bloodied kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The square boxes. The square box is her.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I've used all my stuff, so.
And she kind of looks at you and cocks her head a little bit. Just like, what's going on right now? Okay.
Well, we'll see how this plays out.
Blackwire.
Alright, so I probably also cannot tell that our drow friend is maybe hostile towards us, so I'm going to, let's see. So I guess I'll move up here. right. Okay. 30. Let's see the range on these. I will cast Sacred Flame on this kobold who already has his... Actually, I take that back. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this kobold to the left.
This one here?
Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
That one there. And...
That one is feared.
Okay.
You would know from working with him that if you damage a feared creature, it breaks fear.
Oh, I'm not worried. This is going to be a one-shot kill. Knock on wood. It is...
It literally never is with these kobolds.
Right.
I just want to say out loud.
They do have the blood sack.
It literally never is a one-shot kill with them.
Oh,
It's kind of their whole thing.
Except that guy. That guy's not going to run.
I figured with the... maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I thought I remembered with the radiant damage, it was still a one-shot. But probably must not have been. Okay.
It looked like the radiant damaged the worms.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then can I change my target to this bad boy over here?
Certainly.
All right. It is just a DC, a dex save of 14.
Ooh, he a kobold. He dexterous. What you got, kobold? Hold on. Why is my thing not... Oh, he got a... This is 8. Poor kobold. No, he erupts in fire. He had only one hit point left.
No.
Oh, well.
So he burns right on up. Just...
Well...
I accidentally deleted the door.
Let go.
But no, you are able to take him out. Next up, are you going to move? I'm going to say, because that may be important.
Oh, sorry, and it's my worm next, right?
Yes.
And what is his movement?
His movement is halved, so he is moving right now at 15 feet.
Okay, he's just, we're gonna move him just to the right of me.
Just to the right of you, okay.
Yeah.
I actually think, am I fancy enough? Hold on. I can. No, I can't. I can.
I can.
I can.
I can.
Boom.
I can.
You have control
I
over
can.
him now.
I can't.
There you go.
And you can move him where you want to.
There you
Oh,
are.
sweet. Wonderful. Close enough. Cool.
Okay.
That is his turn.
Before it's Cousland next, correct? Or am I tripping?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not in here twice. That's your second Cousland. There we go.
It is.
You're like, I'll take another turn if you give it to me. But at this point, a couple things happen. First, this kobold who is next to Sir Cousland is like horrified and tries to run away. 7. I'm pretty sure you still get a opportunity attack because it is not forced movement. The creature is choosing to move due to the effect of the spell. So you will get an opportunity attack.
But he's under the effect of fear, and I should not take it or it'll break it.
Correct. But that is up to you if you want to.
I don't remember. I mean, it's just a kobold. I mean,
Yeah, sure, let's swing. Well, fuck it. There's a 13
Hits.
for 12 points of damage.
Yeah, you pop his little blood sack. He not looking great.
I hate these
I'm
things.
looking at it. I don't see. I was looking at the spell description. I don't see that actually.
Yeah, I believe because it's such a powerful fear spell, it is just...
He just runs.
They just have to get out of sight of me to try and remake the saves.
Yeah.
It's end of every turn. Yeah, they have to be out of sight of me. Yeah.
And you're kind of
So
standing
he's
in the
gonna
center of the
just
room.
But he's gonna keep running. For some reason, I don't know why I thought fear worked like that, but he is.
Some of the other fear spells do.
That's how like other turn stuff works. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking a turn. You're right. He books it still, just because he doesn't like any of this, and he's gonna get like right here and then just do nothing out of line of sight. He does get a wisdom save because he's out of line of sight if he goes behind this little wall here. And these look like empty pins. All of these look like pins that were holding something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give him another save. Actually, come on, what you got? What you got? What you got? Nah, he's still scared. He's super scared. Another thing that happens is that a worm just kind of, you see it move here and run away and into the corner over here because it's also terrified.
Is that the bottom
But-
left of the map? Because I can't.
Yeah, we can't see back there.
Yeah, I still can't see that. Yeah.
You cannot. It moves up and away. You all still haven't. This door is still closed. This one here.
Okay.
So,
Cousland
but
can
actually,
see it,
I'll
but
reveal some
other
of
than
it because
us.
Cousland can see in there. And what's about to happen is going to be in direct relation to that. Because the other one did not fail its save, and it's going to try to murder you. It's going to try to hit you. 14 to hit.
A 14. Doop. Does not hit. I have a 16.
Does not hit. Okay. It's going to try to hit you again.
It better not. That one hits you.
16 to hit. Only 3 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to try to hit you with its tail. 18 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit yours. That's the good one. Oh, 6.
6 points of slashing damage. And it's going to try to bite you.
There's just too many
That one
attacks.
misses.
Wow.
But it doesn't hit you. It just turns into a dervish of death and tries to maul and scrap and scratch against you. But it does not. It does some damage, but it seems to be more frantic than it is intent on killing. I need to move a couple other things, but another important thing that happens is you hear no, they already know. This one's going to move here, and this one's going to move here. And then they step here. And 2 of the other kobolds run down and open this door.
Uh-oh.
And then they move back a bit. But that's all they can do this turn. That's all of them. Zone, you actually are next.
Zone slowly walks forward. And we're talking about like high noon slowly walks
Click.
forward.
Click.
Click. Yes. Yes.
Does
Oh.
the poncho like fly back? Is he,
Oh
like,
no, I
flying-
fluff it back. I fluff it back. as I reach for my ammunition. And I'm just loading them in, like reloading the pistol, reloading the gun. I'm not attacking at all. I get 30 feet. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how far I can go with that. Okay, so I come up right behind Crowe, like right there, and I look at. Is it Talmor? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Talmor. Okay. Talmor. Okay. So I look him dead in all 8
eyes
of his spider eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And because only reason I'm doing this, I saw the charm, and then I saw that those kobolds walked out of his range, and he did not swing.
No, he did not.
You know, I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself while I'm talking. So as I'm walking, you just see foof, 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 foof.
And they're all just click.
Just click, right. You know, Talmor, you know we're friends, and I've always got your back. But I've always wondered which one of us would win in a fight. And I just switch the gun around, and I just wait. I can't do anything else at that point because mirror image was my cast.
Mirror image.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a, do I have a bonus? Just want to make sure. There.
Oh,
no.
Surge roll.
Huh?
For
surge roll. Yeah, I got to do that too. Yeah. I'm at 3,
4.
So anything under a 3, 5. So now I'm up to 4. So yeah, I don't do anything else. I just stand there in preparation.
Cool. Now it's her turn.
Oh, I did have a question, just in general. Can I, when Velka went up, did he have a light with him? Like, can we see them up there now?
I was gonna ask that on my turn.
Someone has the light, I believe.
So, Serrick had
Crowe had
a cantrip, but I was holding like a torch.
You had okay, so we should be able to see her up there now.
Yeah, you all see her.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Good to know that I'm freaking out in character as well as out of character.
Yeah.
She stops, takes a step down, looks specifically at Crowe and Blackwire. I think you all know what I'm doing here. And I think you know I can't let you leave. And she holds out a staff. No, she has a dagger that looks like it is bejeweled with rituals, and she holds it out, and the end of it shines, a gem on the end of it, her orb. And she cast reverse gravity.
Now that, what a counterspell.
Oh, I don't think you're in range.
Am I? Is it?
No, she's across the room. So where is the reverse gravity going?
So
it's a big radius.
Reverse gravity is going in the middle of the room.
60 feet. Okay.
So that's just gonna hit everybody.
Yeah.
A couple things happen. First, I need everyone to give me a dex save to see if you can grab onto something. If something is nearby for you to grab.
Net one.
Also a net one.
Terrible. Oh, that's so
and
bad.
We're standing next to each other. That makes sense.
We try to grab.
I
grab
got
out
a-
four.
I got a
grab out
21, but I don't know if there's anything for me to grab.
I would like to use a reaction. to call out to my barbarian friend, to give him a D8 on any check he would like, and be like, "It's showtime, Vecna."
Sure, I'll use that DA on top of 15 D.
I will go
You
ahead
also
and
have my inspiration from last turn.
What kind of inspiration is it?
This is for Cousland. Apologies.
Oh.
Okay.
If you want to use that D8.
Well, D8, an additional D8 on top of this.
Ooh.
So we both get 15, which is still probably a failure.
15 is. I'm gonna just double check. It's right around there.
I bet we need a 16,
17, I bet.
17 maybe. Maybe.
I bet it's 17. I'd make it 17.
I would too.
As much as I would like to, guys, I'm looking. No, it's 17. It is 17. So the only one who succeeds is Blackwire. And Blackwire, I'm going to tell you why you succeed. Because immediately you realize that the spider, who is on the ground, doesn't move. Because it has spider climb. None of the worms move as well.
The worms?
You can grab onto your worm.
As it seems the worms also have spider climb.
Huh.
And,
Gross.
however, Blackwire, because you are next to the worm you have under your control, you grab onto it and they'll fly away. The room is 30 feet tall, so everyone who failed is going to take 3d6 falling damage upwards.
I assume the kobolds are also getting thrown up.
Yeah, they are. She doesn't particularly care about them, though. The one who's back here actually is fine. The dude over here, he's actually okay. The other two get chucked.
So 10 fall
I'm
damage.
gonna roll 10. Correct. Everyone takes 10 damage from falling upwards to the ceiling.
Does rage reduce fall damage?
Yes, because it is bludgeoning damage.
All right.
I got a question. It may not work, but I'm gonna try it.
One kobold actually grabs onto the spider.
Oh wow!
The other one's pops its bubble on the ceiling. You see a blast of blood that's just up there. Everyone give me a perception check as well as you hit the ceiling.
Oh no.
Got a question, DM.
Mm-hmm.
With the that bonus action gust thing, whenever I cast a spell, I didn't use it on my bonus action. Would there be a possibility of me kind of negating some of that?
Absolutely
going up?
not.
Figured I'd ask. Just thought I'd ask. I don't see nothing. I rolled a 4.
Anybody get above a 15?
I did not.
Nope.
No.
Cool. You all get flung up into the ceiling.
Yep.
As an incredibly powerful caster is now standing there looking at everyone. And kind of like, just kind of confused. Just like, why are you all even here? She calls out to you all. I think she calls out not to all of you, but to Blackwire and Crowe. You all are promising. Are these offerings? And points to the other 3.
Of course.
And we're going to go back to the top of initiative
Oh, we mean.
to one person who is incredibly charmed.
Oh
Yes.
wow!
Any additional effects to this, or do I just really like the spider?
You really like the spider. You think that spider is awesome and cool. You want to
spider's
protect
really
the
cool.
spider from other people hurting the spider.
Okay.
But charmed doesn't mean, with charmed person at least, it doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you actively want to hurt your other friends that you have.
Mhm.
It just means that this person is also your friend.
Mm-hmm.
So the kobolds will still be seen as enemy at this point.
Correct.
Okay.
But they
nobody's
kind
gonna
of
hurt
look
him
like
yet,
they're working with the
although-
spider, so maybe you
Yeah.
don't want to hurt your friends' friends.
Yeah, I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. I mean, of course, I know of your work is revolutionary. Can I start crawling across the ceiling
What direction do you want to crawl?
towards her?
Sure, go ahead and move.
Yeah, I'll just from that way.
Mhm.
Really, it's not quite like anything I'd ever seen before. I recognize the signs upstairs. I think the spider's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to distract, first of all, because this is a danger to everyone's life. Second of all, is there anything... Can I determine that there's anything wrong with the spider?
I mean, Arcana or Insight?
Arcana, I think. I don't think I'd be reading into him. It's my friend. So just an 8.
A spider.
The spider. Okay. No one else seems to be terribly hurt. Spider's fine. They're fine. I'll just start scrambling. She moved away from the empty hole. I suppose what I'll do is I'll be trying to obfuscate with my words here. Of course, we're here to see what you're doing. Rare that you get a chance to see work of this magnitude. And I'd like to hold an action to silently mess with her brain. Using a vicious mockery, an empowered vicious mockery, if she goes to do anything aggressive. If she doesn't, I'm doing my job. That's great. We're talking.
So here's what I'll allow you to do. If you want to be focusing on the talking, I will let you make a deception check, but then you will not be able to hold the trigger for the spell.
I'll focus on the
Like you
talking
can
for now.
use your action instead of trying to use the spell.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm grasping for the magic as I'm going for it, but I'm not there yet.
Sure. Give me a
Focusing on the
deception
talking.
Ooh.
What is a 23?
check. 23.
All of us. We're here to see.
Crowe, your reports have been lackluster at best. But I have a feeling you've been holding back.
Report every positive finding.
And we'll hold that there. Next up. So Cousland. You're on the ceiling. The thing is below you now.
It's not good. So the mechanics of this, am I under the impression that I could get up and just start running across the ceiling?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look over there. I think my barbarian has the mage situation on lock. I'm gonna bonus action plant my flag. Does it also have gravity, or is it going in the ceiling or the floor?
You'd have to plant it into the ceiling.
Yeah, just crack it into the ceiling, see what happens with that.
Score.
Sure.
Then I'm
It just
gonna
lodges up there.
take a.
Also, give me a perception check really quick as you do that.
Oh sure, yeah. Let's see what I just activated. That's a 15.
As you plant the flag, you're not planting it up, right? You're planting it down. and you plant the flag down on the ceiling. You look, and in the middle of the room, roughly here, you can see there is a small red gem planted on the ceiling.
Don't like that. There's a red gem up here. Should I hit it?
Yes.
Of course, the barbarian says yes.
As you say
wait.
that, she glances up at you.
Mm-hmm. I give her the finger. I will attempt to collect the gem if I can.
You can move and try to grab it.
All right, whereabouts?
It's right here. No.
Okay, sure. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna draw a little thing. There's my flag right there. You all get those benefits and what have you.
Okay.
What is the range on that?
The range should be 60.
60.
Okay. So if you're on the ground, it will be roughly 30 feet away from it.
Gotcha.
So you're aware.
Okay. Object interaction on the ruby, I guess.
Sure. Give me an athletics check, as it seems to be embedded in the ceiling.
Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and that's a 15.
Doesn't look like it comes free.
I can apply a D8 to that if you would let me.
Sure. What is the feature you're using?
That would be your commander dice. It says I can use it as a reaction. Can I use that on my turn as a reaction? Or?
You certainly can.
Yep. That'll add a 5 to that.
Cool. You
20.
are able to pull it free, and as
Alright.
you do, I need you to make a very important con save.
Ooh. 20.
Am I within range as well? I think I'm only 15 feet away.
Because a thing happens, and you may have just made this fight doable. As you pull the ruby from the ceiling, you see it start glowing and humming, and you realize it's about to explode. You could drop it, throw it, or hold it to yourself so that other people do not take the damage.
My gamer brain tells me to throw it at her, but I feel like I'd get the innocent person caught in the explosion. So heroically, Cousland will turn his back and muffle the explosion as not to take out the innocent life.
I mean, you could drop it on the drow.
But he's ensorcelled. He's an innocent life.
But what about the worms?
They'll get theirs.
he said, I plan on carving them personally. That's Thanksgiving turkey right there.
Is 14 points of acid damage.
14 points of acid. Okay.
I'm going to say I'm going to say it's a full 28 because
28.
you choose to take it.
Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and roll the healing from my flag.
That's not a bad idea. As a blood boil goes off, you realize because you've just grabbed it and purposely muffled it, you think she could have triggered that and whenever she wanted to, and it would have covered the entire room.
Right.
I'll call out to the others like, not doing too good, fellas. We need to make some plays.
But you just saved everyone from having to make that save. So good on you.
But that would
she kind of just curses a little bit under her breath. Timur's go. Timur is going to take a step here and let go and pounce on top of you.
Oh, like as in let go of the floor.
Yeah, and will allow reverse gravity to take him up to pound on top of you.
Catch him.
And he's going to make a bite attack that'll do some extra damage with some fall damage. But he is going to take some fall damage as well. 17 plus 5. 22 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Give me a Constitution save and throw, please.
Easy.
Excellent.
16.
16. You succeed, but you do take 6 points of piercing damage, cut in half to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would take 9 points of poison damage, but you save, so it's cut in half to 4. And you are not poisoned outright. You also will take 3d6 falling damage.
From him, like, landing on me?
Yes, but he will also take 6 points of damage as well. But that's, you're resistant to that, so it's in half to 3. But he is, like, on top of you on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Velka, you are up.
So, I knew what I was going to do, but
Mhm.
with him kind of like pinning me down, I'm not going to have like the resources to do it. So, instead, you know, the guy that we came down here, the guy that we like know, and he's our friend and whatever, it's like, oh, this, you know, this, to me, it's...
I'm going to say give me an Arcana check because of your background.
Okay, because I was going to assume he has some sort of, like, domination on him, right? A 2. Okay.
Cool, tight. You think he might, but you could not confirm if that is true or not.
Okay.
Would he have heard me, like, yelling at him about everything?
Yeah, everybody heard you yelling at him, but you couldn't confirm either. Nobody knows if he's doing this of his own volition.
Well, I thought I did because I saw the charm.
No, he charmed someone else.
The charm's on me.
We're talking about...
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, Tamor, right? That's his name. So he's like on top of me, he's like biting into me, and I'll be like, Tamor, brother, this is not you. And I'm basically going to like grab his head, and I'm going to cast my Dispel Magic that I can innately do twice a day. So, like, basically, it's like the kind of the tribal things, like, around the forearms and, like, up into the knuckles, like, glow this, like, bright white as I'm channeling, like, anti-magic, right?
Nice.
And, like, I'm not trying to knock him out of polymorph. I'm not trying to break reverse gravity. I'm trying to, like, specifically break a charm, a dominate person, something that would make him unable to, like...
Out of his...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you reach in with this power, because you are a grappler by trade, but you have learned since being here that magic tears people apart. And you have learned how to fight against it with your body. These tattoos glow, and you reach in. You feel he is dominated by a very powerful magic. You will have to roll to break it.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's higher than 3rd level.
Yes. It will be strength for you.
Okay, because
it is not an... Yeah, you're not an intelligence-based caster. Yeah.
Right.
It'll either be strength or constitution, I will say, whichever is higher.
My strength is +4, so I guess we're going to use that. I'm trying to think if there's anything... I don't think I have...
Up, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other advantage, like, anything to really give myself for this. Oh, wait, I have the banner.
Yeah.
Can I... Let me see if...
I don't think it helps with ability checks, though.
Advantage on next attack roll, or give disadvantage on a single... Okay, well, that wouldn't really help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, it's just the luck of the die, buddy.
Let's go. Natty 20. 19.
That's good enough.
And then I'll take the heal from the banner as well.
Certainly.
That's what a D8 plus. What's your strength mod?
+4.
+4, so 10. Okay, cool.
You reach through and pull this magic out of him. You can see it kind of seeps out of the blood of this creature, as though his blood had been infused with domination magic. This is a really foul kind of invasion of oneself. You think perhaps maybe his mind has been conscious this whole time, and the blood pumping through him has been controlling his physical body.
But I'm almost like pulling it like out, right? Like the bad blood, I guess. Okay.
Yes, you pull this tainted blood out. As you do, it like almost drops to the floor up, right? But it coalesces into a small bead on the ceiling.
Okay. So I guess like if the dispel magic worked, and I was able to kind of like pull that out of his ears or whatever. He is in spider form. I don't know if he can talk, but do I get the sense that he's like back to normal?
You actually get a mental link that connects as Tamora reaches out with telepathy.
Oh, okay.
And you hear, "Oh, she must be stopped, brothers."
And I'll say, with you on our side, victory is assured. Let's see. So I do still have bonus action movement. So I'm assuming he'll let me stand up now.
Yeah, he won't stop you from moving.
So let's see. So I don't have my... Yeah, because that was a full action. So what I'll do, the reverse gravity, you said that this kobold and her herself are still on the ground, which means like the line has to be like right here somewhere, right?
Correct.
So I should be able to basically stand up, like half my movement, walk 15 feet to like the edge, and basically just jump out of it, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
From the top rope.
Elbow drop, right?
So I don't have the action to do that. That's what I wanted to originally.
That would have
But
been awesome.
what I can do is I can at least get in melee range if he tries to, a reaction, right? So basically, like walk up to like the edge where I can see like maybe like the particles still like falling to the thing, and yeah, I mean basically like jump and kind of like corkscrew because gravity's going to like change as soon as I like leave that circle, and I'll take the fall damage, and I'll kind of like land in front of her, menacingly. And
I'm gonna really quick. 15 points of fall damage, cut in half.
So
That was actually pretty high.
Yeah. But I land and kind of like stand, and I think my one-liner will be like, "You're not going to get out of this so easily."
And she looks at you. Oh my, quite a lot of blood in there.
But that'll be my turn.
And just smiles. I don't think she knows that an anti-mage is right next to her, but she's about to find out. Blackwire, you were up next.
All right, now will I need to be will my worm need to be right next to me in order for me to be unaffected by the spell?
Yes, unless you find something else to grab onto.
Okay. Will you allow us to move together then, his diminished speed on my turn?
You can move.
Okay.
You gotta carry you somewhere.
We're gonna move the 15 feet then. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay.
I'll say I'm on the ceiling, so if you got to go under me,
Yeah, easy enough.
yeah.
Okay. And let's see here. I'm still probably too far away from the flag to get those benefits.
No, you're within 30.
So,
You're within 30 of the X.
It's also on the ceiling though, so there's an extra 30 on top, isn't there?
It's 60 total.
It's a 60 total range, so you are within range of it because it's 30 feet down and 30
Gotcha,
feet
gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna help me on my turn actually. Now that I say that, we are going to cast. Sacred Flame on this one right here. Dex save of 14.
He's gonna do his best. Oh, Dex is one of the things that's actually not bad at. Nope, not with a 6.
All right. This boy's gonna take. Let's see here. That is 9 radiant damage.
You see it burn up as it takes 18 points of radiant damage.
All right, and sadly, guys, I don't know if you are in range of. You probably. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on. Make sure. All right, Sir Cousland, you're gonna get a Healing Word. You took, you guys all took 3d6 when you guys on that initial spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Plus some.
And then we
Let's
had
cast.
10 for the ceiling.
Cousland held the explosion.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, he got hit.
Yeah, if you could help Cousland, that'd probably be the best.
Right.
Thanks, God.
We're gonna cast Healing Word at a 3rd level. That's my bonus action. And let's see, that's
3d4 plus your modifier.
A tap in.
Ooh, good so far. Oh, that wasn't good. 11. You're gonna get healed 14.
14 points. Thank you, sir.
Not bad.
And that is my turn.
At this point, the worms go. You burnt this one really bad. It's gonna come over to try to murder you. I'm sorry.
The door's moving.
I know, I had to move the door. The door's like hitbox is
Massive.
huge for some reason. This one comes over. The other one's still terrified. The one you all don't see is going to worm out.
Yo, worm out.
No. Poor dude. I'm just gonna be honest to what's going on. This one comes out and eats this kobold.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
All
rough.
about that.
So let's see what that does for him.
Yeah, he just eats him right on up. Because he's not anyone's friend. This one though tries to kill you very bad.
So the thing is on the ceiling then? The worm?
No, it's on the ground
Oh, that
because it
kobold,
didn't fly up.
Gotcha.
Oh,
yeah.
the one that he eats.
Yeah.
It crawls up to eat that dude. He's
Okay.
close. He loves him. He's tasty. 20 to hit you.
Yes, that hits.
17 to hit you.
Does not.
6 to hit you. Does not.
Yep.
And 10 to hit you. Does not. So only one goes through, buddy.
Mm.
Ooh,
Armored little armored dude.
Yeah.
You take 6. You take 6 points of slashing damage, and it tries its best to ruin your day.
Question.
All right.
Can I use that 20
Your
Can you
Portent?
use that?
Yeah,
20
can I use my portent to change it?
because you still have one left, right?
I have one left.
to do so it does no damage to him?
Well, no, it changes the roll to a 4.
The attack.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna say you-
Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
Give me an intelligence check. I think that's perhaps the rudest thing for a DM to say to a player. I apologize.
Yeah, no. 12,
That's how
13.
You could. It would save your friend 6 points of damage, but changing something to a 4 might be really important. Like 6 points
True.
of damage
Okay. Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
like
I feel you.
this dude, this lady who just cast an 8th level spell.
That
maybe-
we
tell
might
you.
need that for later.
It might be very important.
Maybe,
on my
maybe
turn.
hang on to that a bit.
Very important.
Maybe hang on to that.
Sure.
But you know, I don't
Trying to
want
tell
to.
you,
You know,
it's gonna be. That's
anyway,
my turn deceiving her. I must have something up my sleeve, right?
Yeah, you're
might be
right. You're
something.
right.
Zone. It is your turn though.
Ooh.
Because for some reason my villains always roll poorly in initiative.
So, one question: Did everyone hear Talmor in that little mental message, or just?
No, but you all know your anti-mage companion. It looks like he did dispel something, and just as you saw, he did not attack the kobolds when they moved by. He did not do an opportunity attack on Velka when he dropped.
Yeah,
And
he
I
let me
assume we
stand
would have
up.
seen the blood coming out of him.
Yeah, you saw all that.
Okay. Cool.
So you think the spider's good? Actually, quite groovy.
I look at him from where I'm at, and I'm just like, you really know how to mess up a good thing. I'm gonna move up here in my 30.
Mm-hmm. On the ceiling, you walk over.
Yeah, I'm just walking over.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm walking, or as I get here, whichever one I need, I am going to cast elemental ammo again
Sure.
on the rifle. And I'm going to aim straight for our little sorceress,
the
whatever
horrible
she
sorceress.
is.
Yeah, go
Right.
for it. Yeah, she's terrible. She's a horrible lady.
Before I roll it, knowing that we have 2 blood mages,
Yeah.
would I know their classes roughly, like if they're wizards or sorcerers or
Oh, you know
My
that
2
he's
people.
a bard and that's a cleric. Yeah.
bard and cleric? Okay, cool. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I rolled a 16 plus 5, so 21.
Mm. She will cast shield.
Hey,
Is-
At that moment,
I also
Go
get
ahead.
a reaction.
go ahead.
So, if a creature within 5 feet of you casts a spell, you can use a reaction to attack them.
There you go.
yeah.
Yep.
I think. Yeah.
So,
There's nothing else there.
and specifically because if it's like Misty Step, this basically
Now-
because of Misty Step, this attack completes before the spell finishes. Right? Because like that's the whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
point,
So
right.
now, what I'm going to say to you though,
Hmm.
just like we told old dude to save a reaction, this is a shield spell, and her turn is next. I will
Well-
leave, just like the last situation. I will leave the decision up to you.
Well, I don't have like a
And
different.
it looks like,
I don't have like a different reaction to do anyway. So
can it stop a spell?
no, but it might.
I'm
It
just
might
off
damage.
she might lose. She might lose concentration on the reverse gravity though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
It might be better to have that before things start. It's up to you.
Yep. So she goes to start doing a spell. Does 14 hit before shield?
before shield. It does not.
Okay, well, I missed anyway. All right.
That's a shame. Shield goes up, but it actually just hits 21, and a 21 still hits her. She seems to have cast the shield anyway.
Okay.
Mainly because there's a giant dude next to her made of muscle and dew.
So
she still gets hit.
She does get hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Hold on. So she gets hit by me?
Yes.
Okay, because he's there. Got you. You all haven't heard this in a while. You will hear him just in a whisper. You will hear him say, "Inferno, rage," and he's gonna do a lightning. It's gonna be a lightning elemental bullet that he uses. So, that's 5d8. 7, 14,
Is that the one that explodes out as well?
20. Yep.
Okay.
Sure, it'll kill everyone on that pedestal too.
24.
Just you
27.
What's the radius?
So it's a 10-foot radius.
Oh, that's fortunate.
She's right outside
that's
of
close. That's close.
I checked it.
Okay.
Now, you all, unfortunately, I apologize.
Yeah, Taylor's fine.
Me and the spider, yeah.
So
Spider's on the ceiling. He's
you're right.
He's there out of range.
Okay, it's just me. I'm fine then.
27 electric. Plus an additional 2d10 for anyone within the range,
Within 10
unfortunately.
within 10 feet.
Yeah.
So 27 damage total already.
And then
now
2d10 for
she
me.
gets to make a dex save, and you roll 2d10.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll 2d10. She's going to make a dex save.
That's 11.
Okay, so I'm taking 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fail the save, the dex save?
You have to roll a death save first.
Hold up. I got a 9, so yes.
So do you get
That's
advantage?
unfortunate. You do have advantage because you're a barbarian.
Danger sense? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's 11, so take 5, 6. Lightning.
And then,
It'll be
because of my lineage,
she saves as well, and we'll take 5.
there's an extra... Oh, sorry. I forgot it. I found it. I had it.
What else happened?
It's an extra something because of my the storm
Like
stuff.
Storm stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like proficiency or something, I believe.
Okay. That's why I was trying
just
to
like-
find it again.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it's like a 1d something, 1d4. Oh,
Sure.
don't worry about it.
That flag is up if you want to take another attack.
Oh, I will. I definitely will.
Go for it. Okay.
But I've
yeah,
also got to
sure.
roll my 1d8 for the...
Yeah. Which
And I'm
is
at 5 now. I rolled a 5. So
Okay.
I'm... Wild magic hits.
Go ahead.
Finally,
So,
it took a long time.
it took a while.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it, or you want me to roll it?
I'll roll it.
Do you have?
Oh,
the
they
chart up?
give her an additional 3 lightning damage. That's what it does. It just adds 3
Gotcha.
lightning
Mhm.
to whoever.
Yep.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Do you have the chart up?
I do. I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I see. For the next minute, I can use this effect again on each of my turns as a bonus action. So,
What?
yeah.
Sure, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to just be on the ground?
Yeah, so I'm going to go 30 feet back, though, because I have a distinct feeling she might be a little
That
mad.
She might be.
So I'm going back to here, 30
Okay.
feet.
And then
And
you take a
then-
second shot.
I'm gonna take my second regular shot.
Go for it.
That's a 17 and 5, 22.
22 hits.
Yeah,
Mhm,
and then
mhm.
1d8 is a 1.
Plus stuff, right?
1 plus
Charisma mod, right? Or dex mod?
5, so
5.
6. Actually, I didn't add 5 to the other attack either. The original
Gotcha.
attack.
Okay. So they
Okay,
just
so if you want to do
take
11,
the crap ton. Yep. So she gets shut up. She's not happy about that. You're supposed to be the sacrifice. It's her turn. She drops concentration on reverse gravity.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall this time.
It's
Feel
probably
that.
for the best.
Snap for me and Cousland, and actually everyone's in range. We're good.
So the ones on the ground, you're fine. This
I'm the only
kobold
one on
has
the
to make
ceiling.
a quick save. I
Yeah.
think you are the only one left on the ceiling. No, Crowe, you featherfalled.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
fine.
I can Featherfall all of us, actually. I just, boom.
You can featherfall both of them, so both of y'all are fine, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool,
you're
cool,
good. This cobalt dies.
Well, that's done. That's a thing.
This cobalt also dies. No, that cobalt never was.
No, he
wasn't
was
in
never
range.
up,
He's fine.
yeah.
He's out. Yeah, he's good. As she looks out and she sees this, like, she's gotten shot twice now. She's not super happy about that. As Elmira looks at you, you're right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to take a gamble. She flips the dagger around
Mm-hmm.
and moves to stab you with it.
All right.
As it moves forward, the blade itself opens. And you can see the blade is not made of metal, but of blood. And inside of the blade itself, there is another gem. And she reaches forward
Mm-hmm.
and casts Dominate Person.
And I counterspell because she's exactly 60 feet away.
Roll to see if you
You
counterspell.
can try.
I'll try it. I'm fine with that.
Because
Do I add anything to the
she
roll?
sees
That's
a big meaty dude in front of her. If she gets this off, that's the fight. Roll a d20.
16.
You're going to add your charisma modifier.
19.
19.
Roll to 16.
Yeah. Let me. What kind of save is it? Charisma,
It's
Charisma.
wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
wisdom, and what's the DC?
17.
Okay. So let's see.
But
if
it
that's
doesn't
what
matter. It doesn't matter. Because a 19 for counterspell will counterspell.
I do want to see if I would have hit it though. No.
No.
No. I think you just saved everyone's life.
Yeah, quite possibly.
And on the back, I'm going to be like, hey. Back that up. We don't do this here. We don't do that here.
We don't do that to you. You see this bead shatter, and you can recognize this is the spell that just had Timor up there. And you know enough about dispelling magic. You're like, this is, and you feel behind you that that wind of elemental energy come up and just grab the spell and just throw it away. And she looks. Well, shit. And now knows there's a barbarian in front of her.
Yeah.
This is very bad for her now, and there's nowhere to go. And you dispelled the magic on her spider. And She can't Misty Step. She's got a lot of stuff. Let's see if any of it gets her out of this very bad place. Nope, that won't work. Nope, that won't work. Nope, that would have given you disadvantage, and she was going to try to do that if you succeeded, but it never went off. She can't empower it. She's doomed, I think. I think she's doomed.
I didn't even
Uh,
make it back to me.
You're not bloodied, so she can't even do that. Someone on the ceiling's bloodied, though, aren't you?
I'm back there. No one's on the
Sir
ceiling.
Cousland, are you bloodied?
Half health.
Yeah.
Stand by. There's also that bead of blood on the ceiling you pointed out earlier. I am at 37 out of
That's on the
67.
floor now, isn't it? That bead.
Out of 67, so you're just above being
Just
bloodied.
above.
Gosh darn it! That's because of the healing word that just happened,
Yep.
isn't it?
Alright.
Gosh darn it! Ah! Good go on here. Okay.
We'll bring it to
Yo.
comedy. Oh dear.
Yeah, that healing word just saved you from faster path to the grave. She just sits there and gets ready for her beating.
Yeah.
I think she just sits there and is ready for her beating. That could have been great for her. She had to try.
Mhm.
Darn it. Well, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Crowe, I
But
guess
of course,
it's just your
she has
turn.
one ally left in the world. As I run up alongside, while I'm behind the spider, I slick my glove with crawler mucus, and I hold my hand out and say, "I have a number of spells that will help us escape. Take my hand."
Oh, Lord.
Crawler mucus, huh?
Shit.
But would she do it?
Right?
You gotta give me a.
I've got her motivations. I've got the deception.
You got everything. You just succeeded
I've
last
got a
turn on
check
succeeding
on
the
the-
deception.
Yeah.
I got a 40.
Give me a deception check.
Look at those pecs.
Freaking Crowe.
Worst
I
case, I'll
guess
grab out
this
for
is
her,
what you
dude.
all do to me.
Of course, this is a deception.
Oh,
check.
this is great.
22.
Jesus.
This is great.
I literally can't get less than an 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's a 22.
Well done.
22. I'm gonna roll her insight check and pray, I guess.
Go ahead and take another
Oh.
D8 on that 22.
Oh my
Natural
god.
20.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Oh gosh. All right,
Well.
this might be a thing. It was about to be. That was about to be the end of the game. She looks at you, looks down at your hand, glares, and you see she notices a little bit of that. Like it's a little slimy.
Mhm.
I have enough spells, liar.
Suit yourself. Been more peaceful this way.
That's some cold shit to say to someone. Anyway,
Yo.
that's cold. I will say that's your turn.
I sit and
Unless you have a
talk for 2
bonus
turns.
action.
Sounds about
You can
right.
give a.
Hey.
I mean, you could have ended her entirely just now.
I
But you
second
can have a
wind.
bonus action.
I'll second wind.
Oh,
Right.
She could have second winded too. It's too late for that.
Mm,
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Cousland,
I'm
it's
full
your
health.
turn.
So do we go all in on her, or do I go help my homie down here?
Oh,
Well, it's only
Yeah.
one of them down there.
Oh, take her out.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
All right. Cousland will come charging in. Greatsword dramatically cutting through the dirt behind him. Bonus action, he's going to cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and make our first attack.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
She's gonna cast shield.
That's okay. We're just going to unload.
Oh, it's not been your turn again. You don't have your reaction yet. Awesome. She
Yeah,
cast
I don't.
shield.
Yeah.
Whew, close.
All right.
Oh.
We're
All right,
just going to unload, so here's your second one. It's a 14. We're going to go ahead and action surge. There's your 20.
Misses.
One more. That's your 26. That one hit you? Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to have our Hunter's Mark toggled, and we're going to go ahead and throw out our Divine Smite on this one as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Does that kill it?
Oh.
27 radiant
he has-
and 12 slashing.
I think he has like 2.
Yeah, I get 2 uses of the Divine Smite,
Yeah.
and they're extra smitey if they're on my chosen monster.
Yeah, it's like 2 per day.
Yeah, she's not dead, but
Oh, that's okay. I get another attack from the flag.
Yep.
you are not within range.
Fair enough. Okay, that's my move. Actually, yeah, that's as far as I can go. I'm done.
Oh yeah, we're like just out of range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's on the floor now, right? Because no,
Oh,
it got stamped.
He staked it into
He staked it in the
ceiling.
ceiling.
It's still right up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Velka,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
She still has shield up though, doesn't she?
She does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, what am I having to hit then?
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a D8 on whatever you want to try to do.
Okay, because I know the actions I want to happen, but okay, so I'll reckless attack then, right? So I have advantage on these rolls. So first, okay, I just closed all my stuff. Hold on. First fist. Oh my god.
That misses.
Let's see. So I need to read my own stuff if. Let's see. Damn, it has to hit. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to punch again. 21.
Hit that D8.
Hits.
Because
21
the
hits.
21 does hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna be a little punch in the jaw, so that I can then use my bonus action to grapple. Right.
Sure.
So athletics check. I assume I'm raging. Oh my god, why am I rolling so bad? So even with advantage, I'm only at 15. Okay.
Yeah, you grab her. She's of age.
Which then, finally, I'm just out of range of the banner. However, she's now grappled, which means I can just drag her back into the banner range.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm grappling her, and I'm like, "You're coming with me."
She is helpless.
I'm gonna drag her back into the banner range so I get like an extra, attack, because I'm gonna use one of my signature moves, right? Because otherwise I wouldn't have the action to come for it. And
Choke slam.
2D8. Falls prone. Can't cast.
Wow.
but this is another attack roll, so let's see if I can hit this one.
You got that
Okay,
D8?
26. So this is also like an anti like mage thing because it silences them as well. So literally like pulling her back and just going just into the floor. Yep.
Well done.
The disrespect.
Disrespect.
Give me the 2d8 damage.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Oh wow.
At 14.
2 sevens. Wow.
Jeez.
So,
A Vectum special.
Right.
there you go. I put something.
Some things happen, huh?
Wow.
Ace 2, boys. Let's go.
So I want to. So this is like, dude comes up. So Cousland comes up, hits her. She's like, she takes it finally after it like blocks off of these different shield things, and then one of them gets through, and it just glows with light and just blows side of her like part of her hip off, and then she falls down a little bit and looks up. This Goliath swings down. The first one like bounces off the shield. Then he punches through the shield, hits her, grabs her by the throat, drags her towards the banner, and just slams her on the ground.
That's okay. If she's still up, Spider Bro is gonna finish this.
Right.
It is Spider Bro's turn.
And you did just dominate him. He might be a little upset.
Spider Bro really doesn't like this person.
Yeah.
She's also prone, so he gets advantage as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think because he has advantage and he's Spider Bro right now, I think it is best to try to web her because it's a roll to hit and he has advantage.
So like web or strain, like what? Take her back.
No, she'll just be restrained on the ground. It hits them there.
Yeah, but if she's
So
in a cocoon, we could just, we could take her back up to.
Yeah,
She ain't leaving this game.
Do whatever you want to do.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I think he has advantage. Oh, no, he missed.
Wow.
He's terrible.
He didn't want it bad
Bro's still
enough.
shaking that off.
You're so bad. He's still
still
shaking
shaking
off
it off.
himself. That's bad. That's 2 out of 3. That's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
He fires, but you see he actually is going to move towards the victims.
Okay.
And turn back into himself. And it looks like he is getting ready to, because he is a healer, and he's going to try to help this lady here.
Okay.
Why are there so many turns between her next action? Blackwire, you're up!
All right. I'm actually going to try and attack with my mace. Well, a silly die, where'd you go? Should I roll that again? I am losing everything. Sorry, guys. All right. That's not going to hit. An 8.
An 8 misses.
All right, but I'm within the banner, so I'm going to attack again.
Sure.
A 9.
A 9 misses.
Of course.
You want to use your zombie worm to attack the thing?
I would. As a matter of fact, yes.
It gets 4 attacks. Miss.
Does he? Oh, yeah.
Miss.
Ooh. You can't let him roll for that worm, man.
Hits. 3 slashing damage.
I think
Which
it might
is
be
enough to kill it!
Oh, wow. He killed his home kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he scratches him right on up and kills him. It's like
Wow.
this, like the living one is like trying and barreling down on him. The other one, and just pulls over and just scratches it and lands on top, and it's super dead. There you go. Yeah.
Well then.
Anything bonus action, buddy?
No, that's our turn.
Ah, cool. It's the worm's go. This one's dead. The other one's dead. That one's still frightened and hasn't broken out of it. This one is... Oh, God. This is so stupid. Guys, you have to, as DM, I've already established precedents that these worms don't care who's ally or not.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's two people in front of it right now.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
One of which is on the ground.
Well, I mean, she's on
One
the
of
ground,
them
but
is
yeah,
a
but
giant...
but I'm assuming
Huh?
I'm like kneeling. Well, he was saying that like one of them is prone, but
Like,
yeah.
there's a giant Goliath and a dude on the ground underneath the Goliath that it's eating. I think it's an even roll to see which one it attacks.
Classic trope.
Yeah.
I think he has 4 attacks. He'll just do 2 and 2. I feel like but both of y'all can get some.
Anybody can get it.
So, Zelka, bite is for you. 13 misses.
just barely.
Tail is for her. 14 misses. Claw for you.
Hey,
12
crits.
misses.
No,
Claw for her. Hits.
I was reckless attacking. That hits. Good.
Oh, you're right.
It's a crit.
Ooh.
But then he also hits her.
So
5
8.
plus 3 is 8 points of damage. Cut in half.
Yep.
And she takes 6. She's looking really hurt. She looks like a stiff breeze could kill her. She is in a bad way. Wait a minute. The zone is before her. I thought she was going to get a turn.
No.
I thought she was going to get one more turn. The zone is before her.
So I'm going to fly, like do my little teleport from my chaos.
Sure.
I'm
Uh-huh.
going to walk up right here next to her. She's laying on the
Sure.
ground, right?
Yep. I need to look at a very important thing. And that is if shield, the spell, has a verbal component.
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
It does.
And she's silenced.
It does. Shield has a verbal component.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shield has a verbal component.
So I'm going to, as I cast everything, I'm going to look at Serrick.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm going to look at Velka first.
Yeah.
I'm going to pat him on the chest. That was nice. I'm going to flip the gun butt around and shove the muzzle in her mouth.
Jesus.
I'm going to look at Serrick. I'm going to look at Blackwire. As I'm casting, once again, elemental ammo on the gun. Do you want her? Or do I get her?
At this point, I want to mention a couple of things. First, Crowe.
Mhm.
Her being alive would also give you not just leverage, but very clearly she has an in with the government. Otherwise, she would not be here. You know that whatever this is this is not the end of whatever it is. Blackwire, you know this is the most powerful blood mage in recorded history. The secrets they would have to perhaps perform resurrection would be invaluable to your quest to revive your brother, who was stained with blood magic so other resurrections could not return him. On the other hand, both of you, if you fuck up and he does not take the action now, she has another turn.
Okay.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive.
In the
He is
moment.
looking at you. Zone is looking at you. In short, Zone has advantage on her because he's within 5 feet, and he has sharpshooter, which would allow for. I'm going to rule that that's okay to count it as a melee attack, even though it's within 5 feet.
I'm gonna hold up the glove and just say, I told her it would have been more peaceful. Before she has a chance.
Wait, hold. Crowe, you know of my struggles.
You don't need her.
You start seeing storm clouds start like billowing around Zone,
Not her.
and you see his you start hearing his voice goes from like that calm, cool, like chipper to his normal infernal voice.
It's the discovery, Blackwire. It's the discovery. Don't get led along. Travel with me.
We can destroy anything you need. But if we let
That
her
is the-
go, your brother may not be the only one.
Was that a threat, Mr. Zone?
He looks down, and he looks back at Blackwire. You know I would never threaten a brother. But you saw what she almost did to 6 of us. Your brother never stood a chance. You can't control her on her own, and we can barely do it now. Let me end this, and then bring her back to answer your questions.
There is
Do what you will, then.
There's one character who has their hand on the trigger. You can see the knowledge will be lost, and Blackwire is reticent to throw it away so easily. Crowe seems to know the dangers of this woman from the stories passed around. She is looking up at you. A strange part of a wizard being silenced is that she cannot plead her case one way or the other. She cannot fill you with lies or deception, as many mages do. You see there is fear in her eyes, and a feeling of loss. Like she was on the edge of something. But the gun is in your hand.
As far as my own personal history,
Mm-hmm.
have I heard anything about my uncle and this chick?
No. Your uncle worked for the guild.
Okay.
However, you and your uncle share a curse of blood.
He slowly pulls the barrel out of her mouth and places it to her chest. If you move, you die. You will answer whatever they ask. But if you so much as breathe the wrong direction, and you start seeing the energy crackle around him and start like striking the ground near her, it will be your last moments in this realm. And I will still bonus action insert the magical charge. But I will hold the trigger if she does anything that I think is deceptive, trying to misty step in anything. I'ma peel her muffin cap back blue.
All right.
I got the metal die right here.
It's her turn. She's surrounded. Can't breathe. The blood in her face gets redder suddenly.
Just sorry, real quick before we ask our questions. Do we still have a road worm on the loose?
It's around.
Yeah, there's two and a kobold still in the room.
I'm gonna say probably that's not gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Her blood swells, and you see without speaking, she has coursed the blood through her body to heal herself. So, and she looks at everyone in the room, and she does some mental math. She can't talk. Realizes what's at stake. And I need Zone to give me an attack roll because she tried something.
That's a 15.
That misses. That's with advantage?
Oh, not with advantage.
Okay.
21 with advantage.
That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16.
Yep.
10 on the first one, 16 on the second one. Do you want me to roll the damage or no?
I do.
All right. So she gets the full 48. 5d8. One hit the ground. Hold up. 4, 9, 10, 12. 13. She fails the dex save, I'm assuming. So 2d10. That's another.
She's not pinned in the... No, she is pinned in the grapple, right?
So
I
the
assume
grapple
she was
would've-
by the
the
web or
grapple-
the grapple. Yeah.
the grapple would have ended when I did the choke slam.
Okay.
So she can make a deck save.
From
But she-
prone.
Prone, but she, I mean prone still, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, she's prone, so yeah, she fails.
Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of lightning, plus an additional 3 of lightning for my ability. And then I'm going to roll a second attack because I'm within the banner realm. That's a natural 1. So the gun seizes.
Like it jams.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the rifle, basically, I blew all that energy out because I did 2, basically electric attacks, bow, bow in a row, and that last one it catches it, and click.
So you tried to shoot her, didn't work.
Right.
And what? So like, what is she like casting something? Like, what is she doing?
So, with 4 hit points left, she opens her eyes, and they are both not just blood red, but entirely red. And all of you hear an echoing call coming from down the tunnel.
I have a question. Because I can still counterspell.
This is not a spell.
It's not a spell. Okay.
And you hear a rumbling coming from the far end of the room. I need everyone to give me a wisdom saving throw.
You should still have that D8 barbarian.
Let's see if I need it. Nope. I got a 20.
Ugh.
11. Oof.
Oh, I get advantage. Okay. Would this be considered magic? The gnome gets advantage on wisdom saves on magic.
Yes, I would say it is magical.
Okay. Same roll. 8.
Fail.
2.
Anyone get over a 17?
Velka.
Yeah, I did.
Just sure. Awesome. That tracks.
That's right. Okay.
She channels divinity.
Okay.
And as all of you here have blood, you are turned.
Yep.
So on your turn, you need to run away from her. But probably more importantly, she called to a divinity, and it answered. You hear a squelching, churning sound coming towards this room. You have 1 round before it arrives. Top of the initiative. Sir Cousland. No. Crowe, I think, is top, right? Yeah, Crowe.
But everyone's turned except for me, is that right?
Correct. So no one else can move closer to her.
I've got a quick question. Sorry. I forgot to say this, and I don't know if it'll affect. This is more of for the elemental ammo, right? It's normally a first level spell.
Yep. No, it's
I
too
did
late
not
to
have any
cast.
more first levels. I put it at second level. Does that affect the roll of the dice?
Nope, too late. So,
So I just thought about that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're right. Yep, no, that's too bad.
But for later, does
There's
it?
yeah,
I mean,
it would. It would
okay,
increase
then.
it by D8. Yep, it'd be
Okay.
great. That would have been fantastic. It would have been really important. To have
Well,
done
it didn't
that.
mention it, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, it would have been super. That would have been fantastic. There's a giant
Thing coming.
evil god's worm on the way now.
Yeah.
So, Crowe, that's on the way.
Yeah.
As you are turned, you must use your action to dash.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
not much I can do while I'm turned.
You have a bonus action.
Fear overcomes me.
Oh, I need to roll for tomorrow. He succeeds! Awesome!
And I have to
You
run
got
in a
17.
very strange pattern, so I only get that far.
But you start booking it.
Do we get anything additional for the banner? As far as running?
You don't get extra movement speed now.
Not a dash, like the action, we can't dash with it?
No.
Because we get a second action?
It's not an action,
No,
it's an extra
action.
attack.
It's a specific thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Cousland.
I'll call back and, something's coming! This way! Hey, no.
So, am I under the impression it's coming from this direction?
Yes.
All right, and I can't go any other direction because I'm afraid.
It turned. You have to run away.
Okay. So,
I think in this instance you
Mhm.
could run the other way, but I'm gonna check really quick for turned.
okay.
You just force them to run into the
Same
hole.
sort of thing. You have to run along the safest path. I just decided that none of us would assume that the massive tunnel was a safe path after hearing the sounds from it.
Yeah, probably not.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Just as wide berth as you can around her or something.
I don't see. How come I don't see it? But yeah, no. I think you would. Just give me a wisdom check. Just give me a wisdom saving throw. We'll see if you can
Okay.
if you can fight through it enough, and then we'll find out about turn undead later.
Wisdom saving throw. Did it do? It did not. I think I might be bugging right now. Oh, there it goes. I got a 15.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay, so my next
I'll let
question
you
is this lady tied down?
She is.
Would you allow me to come up here and use my object interaction to get her out?
You can, yeah.
Yep. So that is
You have
what
weapons and stuff,
Cousland
so
will
you
do.
can grab her.
So
Okay.
that will be 15 minutes or 10 feet. Get up here. Basically, object interaction. Get her bust out of there. Tell these people to go. It's about to get ugly.
Certainly.
but-
And then you can start carrying her. She's unconscious. She's
Yep.
has lost a lot of blood.
And that was 10 to get here, so I can get about this far with her. And kind of, cart her that way.
Easy enough.
Kind of call
that
the
actually
Spider Boy,
brings us
like, help
to
everyone.
Timor, yep, he's going to actually, he's large. No, he's not large. He will turn large. Again. And chuck both of these dudes on his back. And start booking it.
Mm-hmm.
He has some spider speed, and he is not turned, so he can run in the most direct way. Velka, you see her. She's looking. She realizes you have not been turned.
Is she still prone?
She's prone.
In this trick.
So
And
it's
she
like
looks at you, and she just smiles.
So, like she does the channel bidding and like all the like allies like scatter. I'm gonna assume I can feel like the like the muscles twitch, right, in myself. And then I think, kind of like looming over her, I would say, that was the wrong answer.
Nice.
And we're gonna do the big elbow.
Nice. That was a perfect place for it.
Yep.
I guess technically roll. We're not gonna make you roll for it. It's you jump and just and split around. How do you want to do this? What does it look like?
I guess, I mean, because, you know, you're Goliath, you're gigantic, heavy, you know, with all the force of, like, you know, putting it all into the thing, I mean, you come down, like, on the head or the neck, I mean, you're going to crush something in here, you know. Yeah.
And just... And she's not going to cast a spell ever again.
Yeah. I think so somebody suggested using like Talk with Dead or whatever, and I think that would still be useful. So I think, you know, standing up, I do want to kind of like grab her and kind of like throw her over like my shoulder. Like I want to take the body, right?
Okay.
If nothing else, to I guess like show the people in charge, like, hey, we have
She's
this like
gone.
super high profile like criminal. Where's my money?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like, you know, I've got like the large build, you know, I should be able to move semi decently with her like over my shoulder. Yeah, then we're gonna start leaving.
Easy enough. You are able to move half your speed because you were prone in order to smash her with this fallen prone attack. But you can move and start heading out. I think at this point, everyone is headed towards running. So
I've got a question. She
Before
stopped.
you have your question.
Okay.
We are going to shift from a combat to a skill challenge. Skill challenge is easy. You all will need to make 5 successes before you make 3 failures.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here's how it works. You choose a skill that you think is applicable to the situation that you can use to try to get yourselves up and out. You know 2 things. 1, you're in the basement. You're going to have to get back up through the thresher. 2, you know you're going to get through the temple. But 3, you're going to have to get out of that corridor as well that is covered in sturges.
Okay. But it's 5 successes through everybody. Like, between the entire group.
Correct. Between the entire group, 5 successes. You cannot use the same skill twice in a row.
And can 2 different teammates use the same skill?
No.
No.
Not twice in a row.
Okay.
So
just in a row.
Twice. You can't use it twice in a row yourself. And so, like, if I use athletics, my next turn, I can't use athletics again. But also, if I use athletics, the person right after me cannot also use athletics.
Yep.
If on your turn you want to try to do something like do the help action instead of making a go for one of those rolls yourself, you can do that as well. If you have any spells you think are applicable, you can try to do that as well. Sound good?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right.
I can go first and if that's okay with everyone, I can use my turn to cast guidance on whoever's going next.
Okay.
Certainly. It won't count as a success or failure. You will just be giving it to the next person. Let's actually stay in initiative order. I think that's probably the best way to do this.
Okay.
So we will go to... It is your turn next, though, Blackwire.
Okay.
So you can definitely do that. But then it will go to Zone. Zone, as you've made this shot, you hear this call, you feel yourself turning to run away, but you glance and you can see behind you, surging towards this area, there is a perhaps 40-foot deep mouth that is just about 40 feet worth of teeth. that is surging towards this temple, and it is the same size as the 30-foot wide hole that is here.
Okay.
Don't worry about feet. We're not gonna like measure out movement and stuff. You all are booking it, I assume.
Okay.
What skill, because you have all your skills, right? Your athletics, your acrobatics, all those. What are you using to try to help them get away or try to deter what is behind you? What are you trying to do?
So I don't know. I know you said feet doesn't count. I wanted to cast banishment on the thing.
You can attempt it.
Okay.
It is a massive thing. You can give it a go. Give me a... This will actually be a spell casting check. So you will roll a d20. You'll add your charisma modifier and your proficiency modifier. And you'll add a d4 from guidance.
No. $10, $13, $15.
15. For this encounter, it is 17. Is the skill challenge DC?
Yeah.
It doesn't banish it. That's gonna be one failure.
Yeah.
You reach out to try to banish this thing. Banishment moves something to another plane. It seems incredibly tied to this one, and particularly this mountain. Crowe.
We're not quite at the front yet. I don't think I'm going to start coaching people on stealth quite yet. Instead, I'm going to be like, don't look back, not worth your time. Keep your face looking forward, start charging as you will. Nothing back there for us. Keep moving. And try to keep people's focus directed on my voice and on moving forwards.
Excellent. That's fantastic. Give me a persuasion check.
Absolutely. I'm actually not even proficient in persuasion. However...
Or
I'm still good at
performance.
it. I am very proficient in performance. Ooh.
That's a success.
There we are.
That's the lowest you can roll, I think.
That is the lowest I can roll.
Yeah.
You rally everyone, and you begin moving them. You get them, they don't look back at this entire chamber, and you all begin to run forwards towards the stairs and begin moving quickly up them. As you are doing so, it kind of looks like maybe the Thresher might be about to start back up again as we go to Sir Cousland.
Right. So, I have the subtle transformation that we established, where you said I basically know how the creatures move down here. Would you allow me to make an insight roll to infer how this creature lives and try to give it a misdirection? Stop it for a few seconds to examine, like, maybe some food jump down in this hole real quick.
You mean you can do an insight? I'll allow insight.
Okay. Here we go, boys.
Cool use of that.
Yeah, that was a real
18.
Nice.
There we go. That's 2 successes. As you pull knowledge, you aren't really able to try to convince it to do something, but you recognize that it is coming for something. And as you're looking at the inscriptions on the walls and you're moving up this staircase, it's not just coming for nothing. It is coming for her.
Mm.
And you remember the mural of the worm eating its own self. You think if the worm consumes her, it will not be the last time you see her.
Mm-hmm.
We'll inform the party as we run panikedly.
Yes.
Then we
That
better
also
keep
lets you know
moving.
that it is going after Velka.
Mm-hmm.
And so knowing that, you can let Velka know how to move or try to not... like draw its attention a little bit away, but you were able to get that information along.
If worse comes to worse, you drop that.
Yeah.
Velka, it is your turn.
So, I think the appropriate thing here is just athletics. So I just run extra hard.
And you try to get some distance, right?
Velka
Because if
train.
you're carrying the dangerous thing, getting some distance away is a great way to try to divert its attention.
I see anime run. Just
We gotta stay ahead of him, or we're...
right.
18.
18!
I don't have to
18!
Barbarian.
That's 3. You need 2 more. You have made it up into the main room. You run past the wagon. You are heading towards this tunnel that has all of these the sacks of bloated giant mosquitoes on the ceiling. You are moving from the temple into the tunnel as we get to Blackwire again.
If I can, I will use my turn to cast Guidance on Zone again.
Again,
I
so
appreciate that.
Yeah.
as you're moving up into this space, you can see there's those spike traps that seem to have gone off. And you're moving through. What would you like to do, Zone?
So he gave me that we're at the edge, and right after this is just we gotta basically make a quick right and hug the wall. If I'm remembering from when we first came in.
Correct.
Okay.
Because if you go right as you come out, you'll be going back up towards light.
Okay.
What skill you got to roll, buddy? Or you can cast a spell if you think it's appropriate.
Do the creatures that are on the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
We would know what they are, how they normally work, because we see them on a regular basis. Are they
You know what
visual
scourges are, yeah.
creatures?
No, they usually hunt by scent.
They hunt by scent. And we haven't seen this creature behind us yet. We don't know physicality. We
No,
just
you
know
saw
it's
it.
coming.
It's the size of the tunnel.
Did it have eyes on it?
You didn't see any eyes.
Didn't see. Okay. Just like
And,
quick.
Just giant, massive,
Giant
horrible
teeth.
worm. You
Okay.
don't think it really cares about eyes.
The one time I wish I had the spell that I don't have.
But you don't have it. What you gonna do, buddy?
Screw it. I'm ticked off. I'm pissed.
Mm-hmm.
As we go through here,
Mm.
I want to just cast Burning Hands and run it through as we're going through like the Sturges to kind of clear the path for us.
I will allow you to do that if you take Sturge damage.
I'm game.
Okay.
But
That will give you 1 success automatically.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so like it's like a 15-foot cone for burning hands.
Right.
So if he's just continuously casting
No.
Oh,
You take 25 points of acid damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
As you hit a couple and they all explode.
That's fine.
All the way down the hall. And you had seen the needle traps. You knew
Yeah.
they were looking to trigger something. And it seems this was what they were looking to trigger. If one of them goes off, they all go off. And the entire tunnel explodes in acid. And you just barely hold everyone else back before you fire it off. It
Yeah.
goes off down and covers you in acid. But your thumbs up and you all
Okay.
start booking it
Cool.
down this hall. That counts as success.
So
You're ahead of them.
does a wild surge happen?
Oh snap!
Oh yeah, that.
So, question: does it reset because I had one?
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yes, it does. It goes back to 1. Just roll a d8 and
Eight.
get a 1. Cool, you're fine.
I really wanted to see that potted plant.
I know, right?
This is the worst time for it.
Right.
Next up, Crowe.
We're pushing through the Sturges. We're going to get out into the massive, larger tunnel right after
That's
this.
the plan. Mm-hmm,
I'm going to motion to everyone and say, all right, we need to make a little bit of noise going down the tunnel, and we're going to head up the tunnel. Follow my lead. And I'd like to try and lead by example, show how to actually keep low, how to make no noise, so that throwing some rocks, throwing some of my extra materials, whatever they've got as well.
Would I be able to assist with thaumaturgy?
Not yet.
For a
You
moment.
have your turn. I can say what you're trying to do is stealth, right? Trying to use your ability.
Yeah, that's the idea. And I know it's following us, so the idea is more like a moment's distraction.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a plus because what you're trying to do is dangerous, and because the creature itself, I know what it is. Hiding from it while carrying its quarry is going to be difficult. If you chucked the body one way and ran the other way, it would solve the problem.
Mm.
But if you don't, I'm going to give the DC a +2.
I don't think Crowe would suggest to huck the body at all.
Okay, so give me a stealth check. Your DC is 19.
Oh!
Okay.
Nice.
So, you all run out of the tunnel. Crowe suggests, I'm going to say you all are able to throw some rocks to roll down. Like, you break
Start
the
a little
entrance to
mini
this
avalanche.
cavern, it rolls down, and you feel the ground shaking with the rocks going down the slope into darkness. And you all run the other way, and just long enough you look back to see, pushing out of this tunnel, the size of it, a 30-foot in diameter worm that burrows out, limps into the Sunbore itself, curls, and you see it recoil away from the sunlight that is coming in from this section of the second turn of the Sunbore, and it curls downwards and begins to chase the rocks down into darkness. And I think that's where we will end our session.
Cousland has found his quarry.
Man.
So, what I like to do with these
Nice.
one-shots, yeah, that's great. Y'all did really well. That could have gone really bad a lot of different times. It could have gone
Yes.
really bad.
There's a lot of twists and turns.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. I think y'all did really great. This was a great game.
No one died.
Right?
No one died.
No
You
one
got
died.
Not
close.
gonna lack of trying.
Right.
Let's really quickly just go around and give an epilogue. Kind of what happens after this for your characters. I want to start actually, and this, you can take a little bit of time to think on it. I want to start with actually Velka, who is holding the body of one very infamous wizard.
Well, once we're safe, heading back up the Sunbore, we get back to town basically. We're in the guild, but you kind of suggested that there was some kind of government conspiracy type thing,
A little bit of foul play.
Yeah. So, I guess I don't have reason to think our higher ups in the guild are corrupt or would have anything to do with this. So, I suppose I would bring the body back to the guild, kind of alert them, be like, hey, I have a really high, I don't know if she sells a bounty, but a high level, criminal,
target.
right?
Yeah.
It's but according to the government, she's in jail, so what do we even do with this, right?
Right.
Certainly.
Yeah.
As you investigate that thread, you are able to work, and I'm going to say probably this is a thing that all of you will be working on together, right? I don't think this is something you would just let him handle himself. So we'll deal with the resolution of this mission and then go back and see what you all do as people afterwards. It is discovered that the imprisoned wizard is actually a simulacrum.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
A creature
Strange.
made of blood in prison. She has escaped. She found this temple and had been using it for her experiments. She keeps the simulacrum on site so that she can spy and engage with other members. And you find there are 3 court officials that are actually in her employ. People who had come to kind of investigate and interrogate her, but in reality they were going into a sealed room with tons of anti-magic, so nobody could scry on her while she actually talked to them and told them, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on, this is what I need you to do next, and you tell me what's happening in the world. Specifically, give me information about blood mages in the world. I need to know what they are researching. You believe the legislature to push for all of the blood magic research to be consolidated was done through her in this conspiracy.
Okay.
So you all stop a conspiracy ring and are rewarded heavily,
Lovely.
given pretty much whatever you'd want, as all the knowledge of the blood magic of everyone is not in the hands of this terrible, terrible woman.
Well, I know what I would do then.
Yeah, what do you do?
I build a stadium and become Vince McMahon. We're gonna start a wrestling league.
Nice.
Easy enough, and you come back the champion, right? You come back with all the clout you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
And you start a full wrestling league, and it is named after you. It's like the VWL, the Velka Wrestling League.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you train them not only in the arts and beauty and performance of wrestling, but also the importance of learning to resist magic.
Yep.
Awesome.
That sounds like a fitting end for.
Yeah.
Blackwire.
I think we're gonna send Blackwire down a dark path. He is going to attempt to take Elmira's corpse and raise the dead. So, if he is successful, to learn what she knows about why he cannot, or what she knows about his brother and what caused him to attack Blackwire.
You are able to confirm that your brother was meant to be the 4th conspirator. And he did not. He chose not to be. And so he was not just killed, but cursed. His blood cursed so that he could not be resurrected. His soul was bound on another plane, preventing resurrection from happening due to the blood mage's curse. Unfortunately, you believe the only way to break it would be with the assistance of a blood garment. So I will ask, does Blackwire go the easy route, or does he look for another way?
Blackwire has, I think, by this point, he's fought beside and he has studied everything with Crowe. So I think he will bring this information to Crowe and see if together, if they can come up with a way to break that curse.
And that brings us to Crowe.
Crowe, after hearing about how this ring kind of formed and in sight, in sight of the public, formed a policy that was going to inhibit our own research. Honestly, probably a good thing overall, so long as it isn't all going towards a terrible, terrible lady. He'd help with the research if he can, and he'd try and pull you in and help him with putting feelers out, trying to get connections with the different peoples in power, and to keep motions out for different groups of people who might be researching or indeed be connected to what he believes to be the worm god.
Yeah. That's terrible, the thing that was down there that you all saw. I will say, due to recent events, there are at least 2 positions open.
Oh, lovely.
It.
Oh, a new position. I'll take that. I'm more competent than them anyways. It's fine.
And you all become the magistrates, right? Ensuring that while blood magic is being reported, and you all are also very good at dodging reporting blood magic, so you're good at spotting when people are dodging, and you are more invested and you put more effort into it, right? You think that the reason you all got away with it for so long, actually, is because
They
she
didn't really
purposely
care.
allowed it, right? They didn't really care, right? If you were doing something illegal, they would find you privately, right? And kind of talk to you about how to work with them. So you are able to kind of legitimize the entire practice.
And of course, with all the research coming from different peoples, hopefully we'll help find something that will help your brother.
And you think one day you will, if not to bring him back to life, at least to put him to rest. Zone.
So I have a quick question. Remember the dagger that she had?
Yeah.
Did that stone break?
It did.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Cast that spell.
Okay, couldn't remember. Zone's a bounty hunter. I feel that, I mean, he's gonna help the group like he always has. You know, this is his team. This is his crew. This is the most family he's had since his uncle. You know what I mean? Like legitimate feeling of bond and brotherhood. And so he'll help out where needed. He'll help Velka with the wrestling. He quickly leaves him to the wrestling because he's weak and scrawny. But he does attempt to help. He does go out on right. He does go out and do hunts for Devin and Serrick. He takes on those missions that they don't trust anybody else with. To do right. Other than that, though, I think because if I'm not mistaken, I pretty much found out she knew nothing about my brother.
We'll touch on that, Sir Cousland. I believe your story might be similar.
So Cousland came down here to find Corey to bring back to his father, and he found it. So he's going to hunt the worm god. But his first step there is that he's going to start a new order of monster hunters. Blindfolded warriors who can track their quarry in the same way that the worm god was able to track the witch.
And, Zone, you realize, probably, as skilled and powerful as your uncle was, the reason he's disappeared is because there's a worm in the Sunbore again. And you and Sir Cousland work together in an attempt to hunt the worm in the Sunbore and bring it to justice and see if you can find answers for what happened to your uncle and why it has returned.
Cousland will not try to talk you out of killing anyone.
Absolutely not.
Zone appreciates
it. The group glued together in a sort of lattice.
Right.
So, excellent game. I kind of want to, if we can, take 5 and just kind of come back and talk about, kind of just decompress a little bit. But I loved the game in total. Again, this is using GM's box of duct tape. Blood Mage, the Blood Mage, Elmira on my side was the Blood Mage stat block that is in the book. It is a beefy stat block. It got some good spells in it, but it was really fun to kind of play her. She has a lot of different abilities that I'm looking to see when and how she uses them. Y'all did her in. It was fantastic to play and run. I liked the monster, and I liked kind of the vibe that it allowed to make. So, again, that's in the link, whatever, in case you don't stay for us talking later. We're going to come back and talk again. So I'm just going to say thank you all very much for joining us. If you're watching this or listening to it, this was fantastic. I'm glad. Again, my name is Apelles. I'm at 4-Story Games. Let's just go around and sign out, and then we'll come back. Let's go to Forever GM.
Yes, Forever GM. As he said, the raw content, right, is from my stuff. The supplements, 144 pages, 100% free. It's my first published thing. Let's see. Should I give the link here or? Well, it's in
the link will be it'll be in the thingy or next to wherever this is that you find it.
Yeah, I mean, and the homepage that I'm using should also have any future projects. I've got a Call of Cthulhu one that's done, and I just got into the final stages of converting the Call of Cthulhu into a 5e. So it's the same module. It's just transitioned over to work in another system.
Nice.
Okay.
So by the time any viewers are watching this, that'll probably be done as well.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then your homepage will be linked as well. That'll have all your cool stuff on it.
Yep.
Let's go over to Daron.
Daron, I had a blast. At first, I was playing a cleric. Hopefully, did well. Nobody died, so we'll put it all good.
That's good cleric stuff.
All the clerics
You healing wording him actually was clutch.
Happy to hear it. No, but yeah, I had a blast. So I highly encourage everyone listening to try this out.
I concur.
Kevin, co-author of the GM Box of Duct Tape. Always pick up ceiling crystals.
Yeah.
Every time. That was her failsafe. If things went really bad, she was going to just pop that bad boy off.
Yeah.
I didn't think about reverse gravity putting you up there next to it, though. I didn't think about it.
The Everstab, the syringe.
Yeah.
So that's one of Kevin's items.
That's the first magic item I ever made as a DM.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I don't want to go into too much because I want to do a wrap up talk and talk about it there.
Yeah.
But Ray.
I am Raymond, the Panda of Pandemonium. I had a blast. I've been anticipating this since they mentioned it to me. So I enjoyed myself thoroughly. It's a great group of guys as well. Can't wait to play with you guys again. But yeah, go pick up the module and look for all the other stuff that these guys will be having here soon. So yeah.
Please do. And Zack.
I'm Zack, also known as Not Quite Proficient. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun just running through this stuff with, the class that I played and the Blood Mage that I played. You can see me getting into it, getting the setup for the hand out of the glove. I've got all I have their motivations set. They need a way out. I'm the way out. Fouled by the dice.
It was a nat 20. It had to have been a nat 20. It was so close. Huh? That's the dice. But go ahead.
Well, the only thing for Zack that I regret is that he didn't use the subtle casting to kill someone by thinking of an insult.
I could have thought an insult at somebody and killed them. Yes, I could have rolled 40 d4.
Yep.
It was close. All right. Well, thank you very much. We'll be back here and just check if you're looking at this. There's going to be a link afterwards. They'll have our after talks for both sessions. I'm going to include, and so you can just kind of talk and see how we think about the module and kind of what went into it on the back end and go from there. Until then, thank you all very much. I don't have a fancy sign off except one I used a long time ago. What was it? Love yourself, live for others, and respect the chaos.